Alright, we are live. Hello, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone's doing well, and my sincerest apologies for not uploading recently. Uh, I should explain myself, shouldn't I? Time's been a little tight, and, university's university. I've been, how do I put this nicely? Working through some stuff. Been talking to a few people, and that's it is what it is. Unfortunately, though, I will probably be by myself. And but hey, good news. No interruptions, no nothing. Just get to see some good old fashioned DillonGoo blend tutorials. Or rather, my Failimation of that, as the stream is implied. Well, let's see. Now, as you can see here, it shows that I've already done these. And yes, I have watched them all, but failed to do these. I mean, that's why I'm doing it again, for Christ's sake. But I'll be redoing these tutorials and showing you the ins and outs of what I've been failing to do. Maybe later, or rather than the next stream, we'll see whether it's the next stream or later. Uh, I've been designing some mecha behind the scenes, and a little tough, not gonna lie. I go through a several stage process whenever I design my mecha. First, I tried to design in a scaled format. I tried to do a universal 1/48 scale, but I know that our later scales will probably be 1/60th, 1/35th. Yeah, and the kind of the Bandai standard for scaling, there's model kits, whether it be Gundam, Code Geass is a good one, Full Metal Panic. Uh, if you've ever built any model kits by Bandai, and it's not just Gundam related, I'm sure you've heard of these different scales. And hey, if you haven't heard of model kits and that kind of stuff, it's a very fun hobby. And if you ever have that urge to, do something, but you have a whole bunch of money, and you want to pour something in something productive that you can get, your return on investment. I strongly recommend building a model kit. It's really fun. It's a nice thing, especially if you're not by your fucking self and you actually have a relationship with somebody. You can actually they actually have model kits where it's a two kit. I remember that I got an SD. It had the RX-78 and also had a Hello Kitty. So that was pretty nice. I think that'd be a good one to start with. If you ever want to get maybe your kids into the hobby, or maybe you want to get your girlfriend or boyfriend into the hobby. I ain't gonna judge. Let's see. Oh shoot, this is showing up on the thing. My apologies. Whoops. Uh, I'm still trying to get used to this streaming stuff. Let me look on the. It's gonna be a habit. Sometimes I accidentally switch tabs. I'm hoping that we can get some more guests on. If not, hey, I can always do the Blender tutorials. I mean, it's not a problem. Okay, let me get rid of this first of all. I'm learning a whole bunch of these different tools and how to use them. It's a little bit of a different thing. I'm trying to figure out actually if you guys can help me how to rotate an object with as the object as the center point, and not as the center of Blender, of using that as a tool of rotation. and I can't use the center of Blender to rotate an object. I know that might sound confusing, but you'll see later on what I mean by that. Let's get on. I'm going to see if this audio can actually play through. Let's see.
Now, let's finally get started in doing some real character animation.
Oh, it can.
This will be
That's
our
good.
introduction to animation and how to start applying the principles and tools we learned how to.
Here, let me try to skip through a bit of it. Here. See, because again, this is probably what. There you go.
Once here, we're going to go ahead and enter the animation workspace, which is where we'll be doing most of.
Let me there you go. The hell? Oh wait, there it is. Whoops. Silly me doing some little mistakes like that. So many tabs. Okay. Whenever you're streaming, fun fact. So I have the Streamlabs. I have that as a tab. I have 2 Google Chrome tabs open because you have to have 2 Chrome tabs open. You have to have one for the thing you're trying to play. So, like for example, I'm playing the tutorials on there. That's one of them, and the other one is just as a private tab in case I had to look something up. Third one's obviously Blender. I mean that's a given. And the last one is actually to display my face. I use Discord to actually display my audio. And also lets people join the call. So I have a total of 4 separate tabs with 5 tabs in total that I really had to keep track of. So that sometimes gets a little tough. And I wish I had a monitor because sometimes the chat is directly through my Streamlabs and I have no way of switching back and forward. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see. So we got some. Oh crap! What is this? There we go. Yeah, nothing crazy. I thought it was something else. Alright, my apologies. Sometimes people send me a message, sometimes I think it's urgent. It's just messing with me. Alright, where were we?
Of our work.
Let's see.
Since we want to animate with our advanced character rig, we're going to go ahead and delete our default cube, delete or X, and then go to File, Append. Then we can navigate to our blend file, double click it, and go into Collection, and then select Character Rig.
Shoot. Where is this? There you go. I knew I wasn't crazy. I don't know why you're backwards. The heck? I must have made a mistake. Character
rig. Our character.
Okay. Okay, Blender, don't crash. Oh, hey! It doesn't crash. That's some, Oh, shit. Different programs do use different things. Alright. I pray this is the correct one. It looks like the correct one. How should I put it? I'll assume correct until proven false. Actually, let's see. It looks like it's everything. Again, I don't think I fucked up. Alright, let's see what else.
Character Abby should now be successfully imported into our scene. Let's go ahead and hide anything we don't need by pressing the eyeball icon in the outliner.
Yeah, that's correct. And that's should have done that a while ago. I don't know why I didn't. Okay. So camera and light are turned off. Alright, we'll do. Camera and lights. So I see if I turn this off. Boop. And especially not that. There you go. Everything that's necessary is turned on.
Then we'll go ahead and select our armature object for Abby and press Ctrl Tab to go into pose mode.
Alright. Control Tab. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's do that. Edit mode. Okay, I made a mistake. Oh boy, I made a big mistake. Let's see. Already making mistakes. Look at me being a dumb fuck.
Object for Abby and press Ctrl Tab to go into pose mode. And that's it.
Alright. Control Tab. There is no pose mode. What the hell? Pose mode! Yay! There you go. And let's go to animation. Still pose mode. There you go. Figured it out. Bit of cheating, but you know. If it works, it works. You know.
We're practically ready to start animating. But before we do, we'll be going over the controls for the rig first. I won't be going over every bone, since most of them should be pretty self-explanatory. For example, the torso is the torso, the chest is the chest, the head is the head, etc. But we will be going over the less obvious control bone functions that most character rigs will have. This rig that you see was created using Rigify, which is a default add-on that comes with Blender. The rig comes with several great tools, but one of the most common tools you'll want to familiarize yourself with that you'll see in most rigs is the inverse kinematics function.
Alright, you know what? This is not super important. Right?
You can even
Oh, don't crash on me. Oh no.
keyframe this value to switch between the modes dynamically throughout your animation. In the next video,
Yeah, okay. Not important. Whoops. Sorry for kind of wasting you guys' time.
as
That's
you
some
can see
crazy.
in the
Okay. You know, I remember this part. I remember this part very well. Okay. I'm going to start from the beginning. Because last time what happened, whenever I was doing this model, is that she just disappeared. Like here. This whole model, like, her physical, like, coat, her hands, all of that just went gray. Nothing. I don't know why. I don't want to know why. And that's why we're starting from scratch.
Okay, so let's start animating. We will be animating a simple run cycle with this character to get us used to animation and to use this animation later.
Oh shit, is this the transcript? I didn't even notice that. I've been through like half of these fucking tutorials, still haven't noticed the fucking transcript. Stupid! That's fine. Here. Let me get some water, actually. Get my mouth a little freshened up. While I do that, let's see if there's anyone who's joined the call. Let's see. Oh, we have a viewer. I don't know who that is, but hello, friend. I don't see anything in that chat. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to, just drop a question. I will try to answer at the best that I can, but I can't promise that I will answer as fast as I can. If I had a second monitor set up or something like that, I would be able to do that, but unfortunately, I do not have that luxury. But I appreciate you coming onto the stream, and again, the title is implied. I am doing some Failimation. Though right now, I'm getting myself some strawberry iced tea. I like iced tea. It's a lot healthier than chugging down like several cans of Monster. And it's a nice way for me to hopefully lose a little bit of weight. It's not perfect, but I need something to keep me up this late. Right now it's 9 o'clock, gosh, but I will try to do it until 11 o'clock, realistically, is when the stream's probably going to be over. Any more, unless I have a guest, I'm not keeping it that long, realistically. 9 but 11 o'clock seems more than fair. And hopefully, we should be able to get this chapter done within the next 2 hours. And hopefully, we'll get to finally see some animation instead of Failimation. Just finished getting my juice ready. Not juice, my tea ready. I don't know why I said juice. Oh crap! I'm getting blown up on Discord. I don't know what kind of messages I'm getting. My apologies. Oh, god damn it! Do I have to report? How do I report you? How do I report you? I'm gonna remove you. I hate these kinds of people. These poor bots. Stupid. How do I do it? I guess I had to go on YouTube myself. Give me just a moment, guys. Well, I guess you, since you're the only person I presume that's on the stream. You are the lowest scum of Earth, and I wish you nothing but harm. Let's see. Am I able to do it from here? A moment, guys. Let's see. So I guess I had to switch accounts to make sure I'm not using my actual account. I do that. Switch accounts. There you go. Got it. Let's see. Let's report. There you go. Same thing with you. There you go. Hopefully everything's done. Hopefully. If any other issues occur, I'll see it on the other side. Hopefully not. I wish that we don't have these kinds of issues anymore. I don't. So, man, these bots target anyone and everyone. That one doesn't even have a funny name. Yeah, no, really. It's so dumb, man. See, the worst part is that it wastes time from me that I want to spend on animating. That's what pisses me off the most. Because if someone has a genuine question, I check on, see a notification. If someone has a question, I try to answer. And whenever I get woken up to this, it annoys the heck out of me. I tried to get a guest on, but unfortunately, no one's coming on. That's fine. There we go. Let's start with the actual news, which is actually animating. Right.
Later in our parkour sequence. Before we begin, it's always a good idea to gather reference. I've included some reference in the course files for you to use, but you can also look up reference online or record your own reference if there's some.
You are your best reference, so get six-pack abs and do backflips. You heard it here. Does this show up on stream? I hope not. Oh, thank God it doesn't. Okay. Where is it? Documents. Let's see. Project files. References. There you go. As God intended. And hopefully I can make this a little smaller. Alright. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. How do I... Oh, there's a tab. There's a tab.
Something specific.
My apologies, guys. I have 5 tabs.
To import reference, I'll simply be dragging in the images and movies from my File Explorer directly.
Oh, I remember having this fucking issue. Okay. It's going to take forever and a half. But here's what I'm going to do it one at a time. Alright, okay. So let's not do that. Let's not do that first. Okay, let's have it posed exactly how he has it posed. So, he has it posed like that. How does it keep it so clean? What the fuck? Okay. Alright. I think this gets a little bit more clean. Though I do need the references for like the thing and all. Oh, because I don't have it. I don't have it in pose mode. That's why. That is weird. Oh, okay. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's go to modeling. Let's go to object mode. Pose mode. I don't see you. What the hell? I don't. Whoa, okay. God, it's terrifying. Object mode. Is that what happens whenever I turn it off the, Oh no. What have I done, guys? What have I done? Every time. I swear I didn't do nothing this time. Okay. What stopped being in object mode? Pose mode. Okay. This is the Abbey rig, alright? Whenever I turn this off, is this what stops from being in pose mode? It does. Okay. So not turning that off. Because I literally can't turn that off. Whoa, let's not do that. Okay. Never doing that again. Let's condense this down a little bit. There you go. It's fine. Because I guess we do need more. More is better. Rather, showing more of this is better. Dragging this directly.
To import reference, I'll simply be dragging in the images and movies from.
Okay, dragging directly. Alright. I'll make sure to be doing that instead. My apologies, guys. You know, this is why we call it the Failimation stream. Alright. Okay. Don't crash, Blender. Please don't crash, Blender. Blender, I ask one thing of you. Don't crash. It's not loading. Okay, what the heck? Documents. Project file, references. Yeah, it should drag and drop nicely. Guys. You know what I'm going to do? File. Import. Oh, I can't do it as an import. I had to, how do I do this? Oh, you know what? He puts it back in object mode. That's why. Alright. I probably, if I, okay. Now, can I drop the file? Can I drop the file? Alright. There you go. Okay. My apologies, guys. Yeah. Sometimes this guy, forgets a few things, but granted, it's on me for not paying attention a little more. You know. It is what it is. Alright, let's see. How do I, because that's not ideal.
My file explorer directly.
Whoa! Okay. How do I take care of this?
This lets me place.
Whoa! Okay. Alt R, Alt G, R and G. Alt R, Alt G, R, G. Wait, can I just do rotate the 90? Alt R. Okay. Well, I'm halfway there. Okay. Rotate. Tab. So Alt. Control. Shift. R. Okay. Wait. So I have it perfectly flat on the floor. What's the issue here?
Place the reference in my 3D scene.
Whoa, okay. Whoa. Let's turn it back
Movies
down.
from my file explored.
Alright, let's slow this down a bit. What's that stand from JoJo that slows things down, you know? Let me look that up. I'm kind of curious. JoJo slows things down. Is it really? See, I haven't touched Steel Ball Run, by the way. So I have no idea. I'm gonna look that up. Okay, no. His thing is a time rewind. By turning a hand on his wristwatch, one can rewind time exactly 6 seconds into how it was 6 seconds ago. And so it does not turn the hand actually. It really means that the bullet will also trigger the rewind. This is a logical switch. Alright, that isn't necessarily, slowing down time. It's more of a... It's not... Correction. It isn't slowing down time. It's more in the sense of a slow... Of, like, going back in time. Alright. Whoops. I don't know what that stand is. If any one of you people are a fan of JoJo, please let me know. I don't know what it is. I'm genuinely curious now. But, that's on me. Either way, going back to tutorial. Let's see. Slowing it down a bit. Not correct, but Zawoldo.
Directly.
Alright, okay.
This
So I did the Alt R and Alt G. Alright, okay.
Let me place the reference in my
Oh, okay, okay.
3D.
So he just does a like rough estimate. R, and then a G. Oh, what I can do. Oh, there you go. Figured it out, boys. All right, and then I should put it. That's not to scale, but I, or is it?
Scene. And I'll be placing it.
Is it to scale? Okay, okay. Oh, you know what? I know exactly why. Because it's not, Okay, you know what I can do? Okay, okay. G. That's damn near perfect. I Anything else and it would be excessive. Fuck it. You know. That is exact. It is Golden. Thank you. This is Golden Experience. Yes. You remember when Golden Experience used to slow down time? Oh, I miss that. But it wasn't. But it's more of like your body interpreted. It's like your body was like how your mind was working at normal speed, but like your body was moving slower than your mind was comprehending it. Then it just became a healer. I don't know why that happened. And I think that was like a straight up on a Rocky Forgot moment. But I'm not gonna complain too much. And that's how you use it. No, 100%. I really love that ability, and I really do consider that ability like slow mo. It's so good. I mean, think about it. If it used that against Diablo instead of doing the nonsense that happened at the end, again, that's only if Araki didn't forget though. I still like the ending of Golden Wind, but man, I fucking love that ability because it's really a mindfuck. Like the enemy has to think, okay, so my body's moving this slow, my mind's moving this fast. What can I do to my body to prevent what's going to happen to me in the future? I'm just saying. My apologies. I nerd out sometimes.
Right behind my
Oh, let's
as well as
let's put this back in normal speed. Oh, you know what? Because I know how to do this now. Here, let me try to do the other one now. Here you go. Okay, okay. So I can X this out finally. So what I can do is Alt R, Alt G. So it puts on the center, and then all I need to do is rotate it. Rotate again. Holy crap. Okay, I need to rotate like the other way. Okay, how am I gonna do that? Rotate. Crap. Oh, that's how I'm gonna do that. Okay, okay, okay. So first rotate this way. Okay, first. Then rotate. No, 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 no. Okay. Alt G. Alt R. Oh, okay, okay, no, 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 no. Wait, I don't want to do that. Control Z. It's already Control Z. All right. R. All right, that's good enough. And then rotate. All right, sorry, rotate again. No, no, that was good. No. No. There you go. No, I need to stop. I need to stop left clicking. That's on me. So yeah, Alt G. Alt. All right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do that again. All right. Rotate. So this is okay. This is perfectly okay. Or do I want to intentionally do it like this? Okay. Okay. No, no, no. On the x-axis. Not the x-axis. This would be the z-axis, I guess technically. I guess I do. Okay. So nice, perfect. Rotate to here. Let's do a nice rotate to here. Okay, how do I make this perfectly straight now? That's the question I'm having. All right. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. It's a little more tough. Because not default. Oh, shit. All right, let's get G position there. So at least it's at least it's at the floor level. All right, and then we can focus on shift control. Yep, should. There you go. So all I need to do is make this straight, then I'm good to go. I was like, oh. So there's a few. The change in main character stay mechanics Joe Jolie annoys me more, I think, but that's after Steel Ball Run, which is relatively consistent. I won't lie to you. I haven't touched Steel Ball Run or Joe Jolien. Oh, okay. That's a part. Okay, Joe Jolien. No, fuck nothing about it. Like I know zero about it. Steel Ball Run. I have an inch of context only because of Diego and Funny Valentine. And the reason why is because those two are like very cool characters in the hunt. In regards to how should I put it? A whole bunch of people did some YouTube videos on it, and they kind of went through like the propaganda of Funny Valentine, which I really love. It's inspired me whenever I create my characters of like, hey, these characters can be completely fucked up, but if they say things in such a way, it could influence the audience. And those are the characters I love, that they have a lot of power outside of the page. So I think Araki did a really good job with Funny Valentine. I think it's one of his best villains. As for Diego, see, Diego's a weird situation. I know in Canada he's probably doesn't work like this, but I always had a weird fan theory of like Johnny and Diego. Like they're meant to be the alternate universe of Jonathan Joestar and Dio Brando. That's probably consistent. I hope he didn't change that. But what I like truly do believe is that he probably has put, instead of them starting out as like of hating each other, they start like actually being like really good and close friends, and slowly over time they slowly drift apart. So those are the characters I really love, actually. At least that's my fan theory of like of how I've seen Diego. So like he and Johnny were like really good friends, and they used to. I could be completely wrong, by the way, of that they were like really good friends and they're trying to help each other. And eventually, like Diego stands like slowly corrupts him over time or something like that. And eventually, they turn out to go against each other as enemies. That would be that would be so gut wrenching. And if that actually happens, I don't know how my soul would fucking prepare for that. I don't know if that's true or not. You can leave it blank or you can spoil it for me. I'll see it either way. Either I'll read it or I'll watch it. That sounds incorrect. Yeah. I'll say Araki doesn't go that dark. I know like he was trying to do something really dark with Giorno, or was it Giorno? I don't know. But that and Fugo, but he decided to opt out of it because he had like an outing with like a friend. And he didn't want to go that depressing. Either that or like one of his friends like killed himself. I don't know the full context of that. But I heard that's why Fugo, like, he showed up a little bit, and then he just, like, he was supposed to show up later, but he never showed up again because he didn't want to go that dark with Golden Wind of having a good friend go against Giorno or Giorno. My apologies. I don't know Italian. That's nearly straight. It's not perfect. It's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna complain. Alright. Let's get back to this.
To the side of my character. Let's make our first pose. All we have to do is look at our reference and choose what pose we want to start the run cycle with. I typically prefer starting it with the pose where the legs are the widest apart, since it's the most dynamic pose to look at. Let's take a look at our reference here and match the pose that we see. I'm going to press Ctrl Numpad 3 and Numpad 5.
Please tell me this is correct. If I do this correctly, this will show up perfectly. So, Control Pad 3. Oh! Hey! I did it correct. Good job, me. Congratulations, Justin. You're not a complete fuck-up. Alright.
To go into side orthographic view, you can also press the red axis on this gizmo here.
Oh! I could do that. Oh, that's... Oh, wait, you know what, actually. There you go. God, had me worried. There you go. Okay, thank God. Oh boy, see, last time I tried to do this thing wouldn't show up because it was at a weird angle. So it would not show up on the X, Y, or Z axis. So now that shows up, I don't have to guess how I animate this. I can animate this as to the best of my ability. The best or worst part about animation, however you want to take it, is that it's never going to be like 100% spot on. It's every iteration you do is going to look different from the tutorials and how you personally do it. And you can tell if someone's faking doing animation or they're legitimately doing it by if they're doing a source, it's never going to be 100% perfect, whether it be 2D or 3D animation. Again, the only way for them to do that is to literally like copy and paste like the source code or something like that. It's like crazy like that. Oh wait, it's like it's always cool when tutorials actually work. It is horribly outdated to the point of saying unuseful. Okay, let me tell you, this has gone through one whole update. The previous update of this tutorial, it was so fucking bad. With all due respect, I love this guy. DillonGoo is his name, by the way. I can't thank him enough, but his first run through this tutorial was actually awful. He missed so much stuff, but here he actually like cleaned it up after a little bit while because he got a lot of funding from it. And fortunately, I can actually use this. Beforehand, I should put it unusable. Especially, I should put it, the first thing you learn is how to bounce a ball, and it's good for breast animation. Whenever you're animating boobies, I don't know how else I could say that. But he missed so many stuff, and he straight up just forgot to, finish it up. So he finished it up, I believe, later on. But, that's fine. I'm still using the old file. It's still using the old resource packets. So it's just him messing up the tutorial itself. So it's fine. But let's see what else.
And press this grid icon to go into orthographic mode. If you
that's
want to
helpful.
confirm that you're in this view as well, check the top left-hand corner of the viewport. Feel free to toggle between front and side view while you reference the pose. Now we can just match this pose by going into pose mode and selecting and transforming the bones necessary. This
Okay.
process consists...
I'm gonna start back from here. There we go. I'm gonna start from here. What I'm going to do is through my phone, I'm going to open up the stream, and if there's any questions, because this is where I'm actually going to be, animating myself. Oh crap! Here, let's mute myself. Or do I just like straight up just not have the volume? There you go. It doesn't matter. Okay. It is a bouncing world the hello world animation. You know, okay. So my expertise of animation is not just Blender. I'm just learning how to use Blender. So some of the stuff I've actually been able to do relatively quickly. I would say more of like there's a cube you always animate, and it's the same principle as the bouncy ball, but you're basically moving this cube. If you've ever there's this one like Flash game where it's like there's a cube and you have to rotate it and fit to a block. That's basically the hello world of animation. Is learning how to make that cube actually like bounce, not really bounce, but flip on its different planes, because there's actually a certain preset to actually do that relatively easily. But same principle as the ball, but he actually wants to a lot more detail of actually showing the ball actually condense down, move up, go left and right, really understand how the physics of a ball works. I really do appreciate that a lot better than just a cube moving on its different places, which actually there is benefits to that because you actually get to see the weight of something drop down from one side to another. If you ever like roll a dice or something like that, you can actually see how the physics of a dice actually rolls. I'm presuming you've rolled a dice. But that's that. Okay, let's see.
into pose mode.
Rotation is a lot harder in 2D. Is it? Is it really? I mean, I got a few ads. I got recommended a whole bunch of Iron Maiden songs. I'm gonna give those a listen later on after the stream. So, a die. I've briefly, and I want to emphasize briefly, done 2D animation only because how should I put it? I have to learn a bit of it whenever you whenever you do some concept sketching. I'm I'm also an engineering student. I'm technically an engineering student. I'm technically part of business now, but I still I took 2 years of computer engineering, so at least compared to a ball bouncing. I guess. I mean, nowadays there's a lot of programs that it'll like rotate an object, and you can just set it up for a certain amount of keyframes. Blender has the same concept, except it's on a 3D object. Can actually not okay. Let's. Whoa. Okay. Let's just do the hip itself. Oh, you know what? I know why. So, okay, let me go back in this side view. Reason why is because it's not in pose mode. There you go. My apologies. Just me doing a little bit of stupid stuff. Alright. Okay. She. Oh, okay. Holy. Can I? And just the objects themselves. There you go. And this was moving back a little further. See, the best part of Blender is that it has like principles of 2D and a 3D animation as well. Alright, Control Z. Let's G. Okay, let's click that there. Let's rotate that there. Let's get that there. And let's G. Let's get that there. And oh snap! You know what? I messed that up. There you go. I had to pick up the whole thing. Okay, G. No. G. There you go. Then you can rotate it. Oh shit, I fucked this up. Okay. Okay. So these two boxes, whenever in Blender, those are crucial to make sure they're on the floor. I know I'm skipping a little bit ahead because again I did watch these tutorials, but those are crucial. You don't want to fuck that up. So this is what you're seeing. This is what this sees as well. But in the program, these two boxes basically tell the program, all right, this is the floor for reference for these two objects. Like this is the sole, the feet. So you want to make sure it's on there because otherwise, if you ever like have a certain kind of scene where you're like doing a kick or something like that, the weight is actually distributed on these kind of squares, like a fist, these feet, the head. Technically, everything has a sense of weight, but you know, you'll see. That's G. My apologies. Rotate. There you go. Yeah. But again, what the programs see is that they just see these blocks. That's how they comprehend stuff. So that's how they do stuff. It's fine. Rotates. There you go. Then nope. Let's do G. Let's try to pick up this control on the back. The green box. Whoa, okay. That's the wrong box. What's the color of the other box? Oh, it's the blue box. Okay. So now, G. Oh, whoops. Okay. Oh, okay, I can't see. I could see hair being fun or total pain. So the hair. Okay, here. I can explain to the hair because this is the same experience that I have in MMD. Okay. So if I do Shift, Control Plus, so this hair, fortunately, is very, very simple. So all this stuff on the head, there's nothing really needs to be done. The only thing that's here are these cat ears, this floof over here, which are independent polygons, and this back bush. So the only thing I ever truly had to worry about is this back bush. That's what I have to animate myself. This front stuff, what I can do is adjust the weight, and it should automatically floof down nicely. Should. Not always, but you know. Worst case scenario, I think how he has it is that they're just default, so it will just floof wherever the weight is. So if it accidentally floofs in front, or there is some texture, what's the term called again? Texture fighting, I think is the term. I'm probably heavily incorrect on that, and my apologies, by the way. But it shouldn't have that because Blender, actually at least this newest version of Blender, prevents those kinds of texture fighting. So it occurs a lot less. Let's move this a little bit here. Rotate that hand a little bit more. Let's go on here. Now I can adjust this a lot better. because I can actually see this thing. See, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have the hands, like perfectly solid, but I'm going to have the hands like they're going to be perfectly clamped together because whenever I run, I just put it. I don't have my like hands in a fist. I think that's very unnatural, in my opinion. Of course, I know there's some people like it's like kind of how you sleep at night. Like, do you sleep on the side? Do you sleep straight up? Some people sleep a different way. But for me, I just put whenever I run, I have my hands perfectly straight. I don't know if that's aerodynamic or just a gut feeling. But whenever I run, I move my hands left to right, but my hands are perfectly in a straight line instead of a fist. So this is how it looks like from the side. Not 100% ideally perfect, but this is roughly what we want for the side. I'm actually going to straighten this part out. So going to straighten this part out a little bit. Use the G function. So this should hopefully fix some of our minor issues. And this one should there you go. Fortunately, Blender has a way to how should I put it kind of slacks. So if you ever flex your rubber band, if you ever do it all the way, you can tell whenever the rubber band it's supposed to it stops there. But if you want to stretch it out, it'll stress a little bit. So basically, whenever think of all the joints kind of like a rubber band, it'll eventually go to all right, this is how the rubber band goes all the way, and then you can stretch it out. I really love that Blender piece. If you ever do if you do old 80s and 90s 2D animation, and I would argue 70s, how they'd have really stretched out limbs, or they have really giant fists that really extended out. From a certain camera angle, it would look perfectly fine. But if you ever if it was ever a 3D object, these hands or legs would be extremely large, extremely small. I sleep doing a headstand just like everyone else. If that's what makes you go to sleep, by all means. Oh, this is the fun part. So the next thing I have to do is follow this one. These the top side and this side, they're matched perfectly. So I need to make sure to match this now. So now what I need to do is move this shoulder and this thing. Oh, did I straight up forgot to oh. Man, I couldn't even tell that the stomach is moving a little bit. Oh, that's on me. Let's see. There you go. I'll make sure to take care of that. That should be a little bit of a. Here, let's have them closed out a little bit more. G. And, this one should also be closed out. Again, this will just require a lot of adjusting and readjusting. We see this front angle, we see the side angle, and eventually we get to some sense of perfection. And again, I'm not going to do the closed fist. I don't like the closed fist personally. There you go. And this one finally does this. And then the actual thing slouches down a little bit and then does a little twist to actually convey that it's running at a certain angle. How do I do that? Is that just a simple rotation? Because it's not through that. Alright, there you go. So there's that. And then I need to make sure it slouches more too, so. That's actually pretty cool, actually. I kind of like that. But I want to make sure to mess with the Z-axis. Or actually, that would be the, I should put the, X and Y. Whoa! Okay. I want to have this a little slouched down a little bit because this, yeah, that's, God, that hurts so much. All right. Rotate. Oh, what's this? See, the best part about Blender is that, so left click does the confirm, right click does the cancel. So if I ever accidentally select something, go ways up. There you go. That's what I want to see. So now, when you look at this angle, there you go. Now you need to do a little more adjusting. Yeah, we got this pretty much on point. You got this one pretty good. This hand just is what really needs to be adjusted over here. So I'm going to adjust that real quick. Rotate. And then I probably have to have it to another side as well. So we'll check here. And then that will also require another rotate. I don't know what that's selected, but not the hand. There we go. Rotate. It's a little bit leaning to the left. I want to adjust that real quick. I don't know why it's leaning too much to the left. There you go. That's a lot more natural. That's how a person does that nice running pose. I'm not messing with the eyes right now. See? I know how it really helps with 2D. Do you think it would also work 3D? Actually. So tablet for 2D is really nice. I personally use my phone whenever I want to do like tiny short 2D animation. Personally, I recommend either a laptop or what I'm using is an old desktop. Because you have a whole bunch of stuff. So like this part in the corner, this bottom part, you need the full screen. So unless you have a huge like tablet, you really need to like use the whole 9 yards. By the way, I will give you a link to the Discord. You can actually join me on the call. I have it linked nearly everywhere. I'm gonna figure out a way to do that. Let's see. How do I do that? How do I do that? Let's see. Can I just copy, invite people? There you go. I'm glad in streamer mode I can actually hide things. So here you go. Here's the link. It should be permanent. I should put it. I'll notice whenever you come on the call. Actually, I'm in like somewhere talent. Looks like a mouse. Oh, I have one actually. It's an old one, but how should I put it? It's a Wacom. Oh, God, I forgot what. It's really old. It's good for like finer detail and texture work, but put it plain and simple. Oh crap! Nope. There you go. My apologies. But to put it plain and simple, but it's really useful because the thing is with whenever you use a mouse, you religiously use the left click, the right click, and the middle click. So if a tablet has that functionality of switching from left click, right click, and the middle click really fast, as well as the scroll wheel, then then I guess I would use a tablet more. My old tablet can't do that really effectively. Otherwise, I would just simply be using my tablet the whole time. I could technically use my tablet. I don't remember what the functions are. And man, do I need to clean it. Give me just a moment. Let's see if I can actually do it with my my tablet. Yeah, it's been forever. Oh, hey! Oh, God, the calibration's weird. Let's move my mic over here. So, let me test something out. Okay. Let me see if I can Quick something. Okay, this is my okay. So this is my right click, and then this is my left click. Obviously, I don't know what my scroll wheel is, but here I want to try to animate using my drawing tablet. Let's see. Oh wait, I still need to go on the. Oh, right, I'm learning. I'm learning. Let's close out here.
Mode and selecting and transforming the bones necessary. This process consists mostly of left-clicking to select and pressing R or G to rotate or translate the bones respectively. If you want to use IK or FK, make sure you set that before you start posing. Personally, I like working in IK, so I'll be using IK for the feet.
I'll be real with you. I know he says IK and FK a lot. I've noticed personally, it doesn't matter. Well, this is early on at least. It doesn't truly matter if you use IK or FK. It's a personal preference. Whatever, I think Blender defaults to IK. I don't even check that. As long as it lets me pose, it's fine.
Feet and the hands.
That's for speed. Oh, fuck! Did I take off the hood? Oh, shit. How am I gonna... Okay. Do I do... No. How do I... Oh, you see, I need the middle click to rotate around. How do I middle click? Is it this one? No. It's not that. Or is it... Oh, okay, that's how I do it from there. And then... Alright, okay. I figured it out. Okay. There is a way for you to use a tablet. I am using a tablet currently. It's a little dodgy. I don't recommend it at all. Oh, but you can though. Okay, so what you need to do is if you are using a tablet. Okay, so how should you put it? So whenever you see the circle, you basically hold on here, and it lets you rotate nicely and freely. So that's pretty cool. And then if you ever want to get to a certain place, you have to hit here as well. And then actually that okay. There is a way. I do not recommend you ever do this though. Oh, so awful. Okay, let's see what the next step is though. Okay. Because I already have the hood off, so this doesn't matter. I guess he forgot to take off the hood whenever he did his model. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? I think I fucked up something. Let's see. What a surprise! Justin fucked up something. Let's see. You know what? I run like that. Maybe I'm not the best runner. I mean, for Christ's sake, I just do strength training, so running isn't necessarily my strong point, even though I have good legs. It looks as intended. That's how I run. So I'm keeping it as is. I don't know what he's trying to do. I think he's trying to exactly replicate what he's trying to do here, which is fine. It's unnecessary though, guys. Let's see here. Give me just a moment. Yeah, see, this is what he's doing now. And
Now, I've gotten a lot of questions on how exactly I did this fist pose.
I will never ever do this fist pose unless I'm literally doing a punch, and even still, there is presets on Blender that already there's a lot of pre-pose stuff on Blender. You can actually like put that on your model, and it presets everything. I really appreciate it. But fifth thing, what I'd do is okay, if I want to really drag out a punch, I would move each finger individually. Then I'll hit it with a nice solid punch. Now, that's one option you could do. The second option you could do is that out of frame, you already have this punch set up, which, again, there's a whole bunch of default things. Like, I know there's one that does a default punch, a default hand. Well, the hand opening is already default. Like, default, like, a pointing pose. Like, they already has a whole bunch of defaults. It's only for the... I didn't realize you're an hour ahead. Oh, yeah. I did put in Central Time. I swear to God I did. If not, my apologies. How should I put it? I will try to finish either doing this whole lesson, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the whole chapter today. So I'll stay until either 11 o'clock, or I'm going to stay until 3 o'clock. No, I think that might be a little bit too much for me personally, because I have university tomorrow. It doesn't matter either way. I'm using a combination of my mouse and my stylus. So I should put it, one of our viewers actually recommended that I actually use a stylus because I had my old Wacom tablet. It's dodgy, to put it nicely. I can start trying to use it a little bit more, but it's better if you use like a keyboard and mouse. But I do see the added benefit of using a tablet if you want to. There you go.
And there's actually a few ways to do.
But do you use a trackpad? I'll be real with you, Chief. I don't know what the heck a trackpad is. Let me see if I can find my old tablet. Let me see if I can find mine. It's a very old and shitty one. Oh, there you go. It's literally this one. But a lot older. So I got it from a guy. Okay. So this is like nearly the same version. There's like some minor changes, but I got it from a guy. He was selling it to me for $25. The non-mouse on laptops. Oh, so on my laptop, I have an Omen, and how should I put it? I have a mouse separately that I just use as a USB plug-in, or I actually use my Wacom tablet. For animation, I've only been using my keyboard, but now that I know that you can use a stylus, I'm going to be using them interchangeably. I really like this, actually. It's not perfect. I need to practice with it, but I'm slowly starting to like it, actually. So we'll see how much I can do with this, and let's see if I can commit to this. But if not, it is what it is. I'm glad it's a feature.
The way that I did it in this video first, as well as a few alternatives in case you prefer those. In this video, as you can see in the banner on the bottom, I specifically...
Yeah, I'm going to probably skip. How much did the stylus cost? Oh, so the stylus and the thing, I paid $25 from this guy at university. He was trying to get rid of it. It has these weird white stains on it. I will let you fill in the gap. He says that he spilled some soda on it. I don't buy it. But it's on there good. And every time I show people, I have to explain it that I bought this used. Are there games like that use that uses a stylus and a drawing tablet? Honest to God. Oh God, oh shoot! Okay. Oh wait, no, my thing's fine now. Give me just a moment, guys. I just got a message through our Discord. I'll still be on the call, but I just want to make sure what it is that I got a message on. I can't believe I forgot this is okay. Don't panic, guys. If you guys come late, I should put it. I do stream pretty late. Now, if I ever have a guest, I stay on like up to who God knows how long I stay up to. Like 3 o'clock. Don't people use drawing tablets for OSU sometimes? See, that's what he told me. That's what he told me that he used it on OSU. But OSU is a rhythm game. I don't know why there's white stuff on the drawing tablet. I'm still trying to figure it out. I realize now the delay the stream is. Yeah, there's I believe up to like a 1 minute delay on the stream. So my sincerest apologies, guys. That's because of my computer's power. It's going to be slow. I don't think it's 1 minute. That's a bit too slow. I think it's like a solid 10-second delay. We'll see. No, there is certainly a delay, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about that. Well, there is, but it requires some cash. Okay, let's see. So, it's do you stream Saturday anytime? Weeks. I have been considering streaming on Saturdays. This would be our voice acting meetings. I've been thinking about streaming our how should I put it? No, that's not our voice acting meetings. That is our art meetings. Uh, I've been considering that, but it how should I put it? As of current, at least with our with the how the staffing is, I have been a little bit hesitant on that. To put it respectfully. Also, I see that someone has joined the call. Hello, J Dud. How's it going, buddy?
Hello. How goes it?
How long have you been on here while I was talking?
Just a moment.
Oh, just a moment. Okay, let me add you on. Give me just a moment. All right. Well, good news. It's gonna be the stream's gonna be longer than 40 minutes.
Yeah, I've been. I was chatting on the YouTube thing, but my dog was sitting right in front of my computer, and I didn't feel like moving him.
Oh wait, are you the boots?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just like the last couple times.
You always change your I should put it your.
It's the same. It's just different on YouTube and Discord.
Oh, okay. All right, give me just a moment. Shift. No. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a little drawing tablet. It's really nice. I mean, really nice is an exaggeration. You know what I mean. It's nice to have. That sort of.
I get you. How should I put it nicely? How would you how do I put this correctly? So I have some white stuff on my
Yeah,
tablet.
no, that's white stuff is like
What you it looks like as it looks. I don't know how else to put it. Also, I should put it. I'll think about doing Saturdays. All right. I should put it. We don't have an active art department, unfortunately. Trust me, I'd love to, but I don't have that luxury currently.
Hello.
Okay. Where's guest? Okay, this is guest. Let's change.
Let me try that again. Did I?
Let me type. Okay.
Okay, I figured out what was wrong. I couldn't hear anything, and it's because my headset has a thing, a little knob to control things, and I accidentally bumped it and turned it all the way down.
Oh,
So
I see.
couldn't hear anything. I was really confused.
That happens sometimes.
Yeah. Anyway, it's annoying because I've got a laptop and it's got 2 USB ports and I've got like 7 things I want to plug in at any given time.
Have you thought about using one of those extenders?
Yeah, need to figure something out. That's probably a good idea.
Perhaps.
USB splitter, I think, are they called?
Maybe. I don't know the terminology.
Something like that.
I mean, for Christ's sake, I didn't even know what the thing was called on a
The
laptop.
trackpad.
Yeah. I just call it a mouse. That's functionally what it is.
That's very generous for a trackpad.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. There you go. Now both of us are on screen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm noticing the delay is really bad.
Is it? I
Yeah.
don't have it up on my computer. I've got it on
Don't
my
worry about
phone.
it.
It's just over there sitting.
So I have to go. I'm sorry it was so early. Take a screenshot. The stylus. I want to see it. Oh no! I will not. I'll do that on the server. I'm definitely not showing that on YouTube. It looks like what it looks like. Though I have to ask a question. What is there any game that uses a stylus that is, that kind of game?
Not that I'm aware of, but like the answer is like almost inevitably going to be yes, right?
Yeah, I guess. But
I don't know, but like
I should have asked him. I was like, you're not fooling me. I know what you do
time
with this.
for research, is it?
Of course. No, I just put it. I am all for playing. I just put different kinds of games with different experiences. All right.
Yeah.
I want to know what a drawing tablet, like what game a drawing tablet can be used for, besides Osu.
I mean, I guess if you want to like emulate a DS game, I don't know.
Oh, a DS game that's an off-brand anime. Oh, I had to see it to believe it. Honestly, I would play that.
That actually is almost plausible, isn't it?
That's the worst part. I could actually imagine someone actually doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use a drawing tablet to do a 3D animation. It is very dodgy.
Yeah, I feel like it could be useful in some spots, but like not nearly as much as for 2D.
No, you can use this.
But like, I feel like it's not mandatory though. Like,
no, it's a lot because the thing is, you're missing the scroll wheel. In a lot of situations, the scroll wheel is very useful in 3D animation. There's ways to go around it, which is again.
Honestly, having both the mouse and the stylus, I could see being really useful too.
Perhaps I have never seen a single animator, 3D animator, I should say. My apologies. Use a stylus.
I have not really watched any people animate that much. Now that I think about it.
Oh, I mean, most people don't because it's usually really boring. Yeah, I'm putting it this way. I can't do the stylus. It's a little too much.
A little cumbersome.
Yeah.
Probably the best word for it.
Oh, shoot. I actually stuck the stylus the wrong way. Oh, no. Oh, no, what have I done? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, the little cheap tablet I have doesn't even have anywhere to put the stylus. I just kind of have to lay it on top and hope it doesn't roll off.
Oh, yeah, they fortunately have a little thing, but it's only one way. If you stick it in the wrong way, it actually it messes with the tip of the stylus, which is a very bad design. But, it's better to have one than to not have one at all. It's just, don't mess up.
Yeah.
You know this. You've been on both, like all three of my streams. Whenever I get in this exact same position, I figure out a way of like speed run it, and how should I put it? He's passed this tutorial so many times. At least this part. I hate the fists. I've been consistent on all three of the streams I've done. I'm skipping this straight up.
Yeah.
So pointless.
Is not the most ideal workflow in case you want to preserve the location of your bone or object. In that case, you'll want to use the individual origins workflow.
It's nice that there are good, like, free things to animate with now.
Definitely. But you want to know what? Okay, so I brought this guy in, and I told him he could come on stream so he can actually express his hatred for Blender. I told him he could come on stream. I am all for anyone coming on. He straight up didn't want to come in. This is unfortunate. Oh no. Please don't be a porn bot.
Don't you love them?
I hate them. Because the problem is, okay, I have to manually go in and report every single one of them. It's so annoying.
Oh, dang it, I did it again.
There you go.
Yeah, the problem is, and then it just, I got cut off because the wire on my, I see what happened. I have too much wire and not enough desk space for the wire.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna say where you are since we are streaming. Are you in the dorms though, or are you at your own place?
I graduated. Remember?
Oh right. We've been over this. Yeah. My apologies.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
I've actually been a substitute teaching because I couldn't find a permanent spot, and it doesn't pay much either way.
Well, I have some thoughts that will get me demonetized.
No, yeah, I understand, and I don't even disagree. It's just, keep them off YouTube for right now, yeah?
Yeah, I understand, but I should put it. You should do homeschooling instead, like be a teacher for homeschooling. That's the best bet.
Yeah, I could see that, definitely.
Plus, you can stay at home.
Or even better, I could maybe just find something else in my major.
That's true.
Because like it's the teaching license and the, you know how it goes.
Oh, I don't know what your other major is.
No, that's not the major. The major was English.
Oh, yeah.
And then you also have the license to teach.
Well, why don't you just write up? Oh, by the way, you can do this now.
I don't know what this is.
That.
I'm not watching the stream.
No, on the call, the Discord call.
What's on that? I don't see it.
You don't see it? Okay, so you can do emojis, and it'll show up on the stream.
Oh, how do I do that?
Oh, that's beautiful! Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna look at the stream. Go ahead and do one or something. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's showing up on your. Okay. So it shows up on your little guy up there. How do you do that?
Oh, okay. So if you go on the bottom, so you'll see share your screen, mute, disconnect, and in the between mute and disconnect, there's emojis.
Oh, I don't think I have that.
Oh, I should put it. I have their beta, so that's probably a beta feature.
Not. Yeah.
It's part of their beta feature. They should keep this 100%. Don't ever get rid of it. Because if someone else uses the beta, I should put it. It'll show up, so they can do this.
Yeah. That's why I was confused because I.
Oh, can I do this to you? No, it only does it for me. Okay.
Ah. I do see something that has activities, but that's the only thing.
There you go. Please don't tell me it switched. Okay, it didn't. Okay, thank God.
Cool.
No, it might be in activities. You'll see a whole bunch of emojis.
No, I see putt party and watch together.
Okay. Oh, dang.
Yeah, that's fun though. Hopefully that is a permanent feature.
Oh, it's. Oh, it's infinite. It's literally infinite possibilities. All you need to do is just have an emoji, and then just look.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream on my phone now.
Oh.
Yeah, it shows me a bunch of emojis on your side.
Yeah. I hope you can do it with other people as well. That would be also even funnier.
That would be funny.
I don't know whoever's at a Discord CEO, please. I will pay. I'm already paying for Discord Nitro, for Christ's sake. I will pay you even more to keep this.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's a good feature.
Oh,
keep it. Could also be a nitro thing too, for that matter.
the
sometimes
thing is, it might be just a nitro thing. I don't know. This is probably a beta feature because I haven't. Even people who use Discord Nitro, I haven't seen anyone do it.
They are not always very transparent about all that.
No, they aren't. They should. Let me see. What other gifts can I use? Goose.
Ah.
There you go. Beautiful. I'm going to commit to finishing this fucking video. I've done 3 streams. I haven't finished this fucking video. It's pissing me off. Oh.
Okay, well, the animation software I was going to try and scribble around in is just not opening because, like I've mentioned before, my laptop is bad PC.
Blender. It can do 2D and 3D animation.
Yeah.
Why? Again, I don't know why.
I've got Blender. I don't know. I don't even remember where it is. That's.
You can use. You can use their. Actually, you can use their. So any LTS will work on any shitty laptop. So right now I'm using 2.83 LTS. No, I'm using 2.93 LTS. LTS basically what it does is that it basically condenses all the features, so it's not super heavy on your computer. Because if I didn't use LTS, my computer wouldn't be able to stream straight up.
And I just realized that if there are any Blender updates, I haven't updated Blender in like at least a year.
Just make sure if you use a feature, since you have a terrible laptop, use the LTS version of it because it's a light performance. I forgot what it stands for, but I know it's like the L stands for like light. No, it's long-term support. That's what it's long-term support. And it just means it's just very, very light. So if you have terrible computers or you're trying to teach at your school district or something like that, you can actually use it, and it should be.
Yeah, maybe this time I wanna.
Okay, they're doing the 3.0 series right now, for Blender. And holy crap! If you've ever seen that video, I can't show that on stream for. Oh wait, how long have I been streaming for? So 9 o'clock. No, I had to wait another 30 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I should put the 3.0 series. Look it up and all the changes they've made. Holy crap! It's beautiful.
I'll have to check it out in a little bit then.
There's no LTS for 3.0 as of now because of how heavy it is. You'll see.
That makes sense, though. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll happen later on, but right now the 2.0 series, which is what I'm using, it's still really good, but it doesn't compare to 3.0. But my desktop can't handle that. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, I want to build a decent PC if I ever get some cash.
Key thing is doing a performance check. So this is what I do for my thing. I do the bare necessities. So I upgrade my processor, and then I make sure that my heating and cooling is taken care of. That is the bare necessity. And then later on, you can slowly add to that. Yeah. So taking care of the bare necessities, whatever is keeping your computer at low maintenance. Microsoft does like an automatic check. It will tell you what's low performing and not. And you can just upgrade that first. And then, so you don't have to like drop $2,000 right there and then. You can start with like a quick $50 purchase, do that, and then slowly move up. So just figure out what's not working, and then you'll at least see a slow progress. What?
Yeah, prioritize what you need to prioritize, that sort of thing.
100%. And how should I put it? It's a lot better. At least it's a noticeable difference of like getting those small things, and it's better than dropping that much.
$11 billion at once, yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to show you
the scale.
Oh wait, can you see? You can't see this, can you?
I mean, I've got my phone, so I can see the stream and Discord.
Okay.
These curl bones without.
Okay, I'm skipping this fucking fist. I hate it. Please.
Pre-made pose.
Oh wait, there is a pre-made pose. What the hell?
Pose button. As you can see.
Okay. So there's a pre-made pose button. See, I knew this was a feature. This isn't the 2.0 series. So what they do is that so you know how there's these blocks and everything. all these blocks have default poses you can do. So this green box, this purple box, this black, not this black box, this blue, red, anything that's a box, you can have preset poses. You can download them on any website, or it's already in the rig. So let's see, where is this?
Yeah, the animation software I was trying to open, I don't think would be that expensive.
Both of Abby.
Expensive. Is that the right word? Whatever. That what's the word I'm looking for? Intensive. Intensive. That's the word. But I don't know.
What the heck is Princess Hands?
Princess Hands. I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Well, it's not doing any of the poses. So either my computer is really messing up, or default. It don't matter. Wait, pose position, rest position. Okay. This is pose position. No. This whole block.
Yeah.
Fists. Okay. I found the fists, but I won't do it. I don't know why. That's weird. It doesn't matter because I'm never going to use these anyways.
You're just checking it out.
I am checking it out. But there's a show on Blender. You can also download these. They have these default poses you can set up. So they have the default pointing, the fist, the claw. It's in basically any 2.0 series for any animation software. Again, with the 3.0 series, they really expanded this. But these are the default ones for hands. So I'm sure there's one for legs and everything, but again, the purpose is to teach how to do this by yourself. So, but that is an option, and which is why I will religiously beat in the head of everyone. Try Blender out. It is faster than Maya because there's a whole bunch of presets. You barely need to do any animation. You should still learn it, like understand how it works. But there's like half them are presets, and then the rest of it is doing it yourself, and you can push out animation really fast. And with the 3.0 series coming around the corner, and I know the LTS is... Let me look it up. Fuck it. Blender. Let me look up their website. I swear the 3.0 series must have had an LTS at this point. Download. Okay, yeah. Right now we're on 3.31. Where's the LTS version? Long-term support. Oh, they do have an LTS for 3.0. It's the 3.3 series. Okay, that's good news. And it's something else. Now, fortunately, I don't have to play the video. I can just show you. How should I put it? This is all the changes they've made. It's ridiculous. But basically, you would have these like giant open worlds, like kind of like Breath of the Wild. Have them be super detailed. And it doesn't fuck with your computer. Because beforehand, if you did that, and especially on Maya, because I just talked to the person who is using Maya, whenever I tried to upload a model, it would crash his computer instantly. On Blender, it prioritizes images, and whatever's in rendering distance, it'll render those and not anything else. So it doesn't crash your fucking computer.
Creative software and crashing are like an iconic duo, right?
Oh, 100%. So being able to prevent, crashes and have huge, huge things like this, perfect. And that's what I like about the 3.0 series, because that's always been a huge issue. Is that if you upload something that's like massive, it will render everything and it'll crash your computer. you can't just go on like certain specific things and just render that, or there isn't like a certain set thing. It's like, all right, whenever I load a model, it'll just render whatever's in my viewpoint, so it doesn't crash my computer. So I recommend downloading 3.3. It is this the fourth newest release. No, it's okay. So it's not. It's the 3.0 series. 3.0, I guess, is the newest one. It's the newest and it's the most stable version. I should put it, last time I checked was, June. So I guess they did it literally last month of the 3.3. That's long-term support. But they don't do LTSs that often, so they did it for the 2.9 series and the 2.8 series. So I thought 2.9 series would last a lot longer, but I guess they're able to put the technology a lot faster, so they didn't have to worry about it. But,
Yeah. I'm not familiar enough with the Blender to know all the different series, because sometimes things will have like series that continue after the higher number series keep going. It gets a little confusing.
It's Heichput. The only thing that's important is this number. So the 3.0 series, the 2.0 series, and the 1.0 series. The 1.0 series is just your basic bare bones beta version of Blender. That's how they started out on, and it's basically your run-of-the-mill modeling software. The 2.0 series, they listed a whole bunch of complaints, and they really upgraded the software to be what as we know is Blender, instead of it just being another generic software. And just recently, the 3.0 series is that any kind of crashes or any kind of errors, they really flesh it out. So anything like running like massive objects, anything that's like presets, they really prioritize functionality, speed. Actually, basically the 1.0 series, you can upload an object. The 2.0 series, you can animate an object. 3.0 series, you can do all of that, but you can do it efficiently.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And the 4.0 series, I don't think will ever release technically, because again, I'll technically always be wrong because they will make another leap in technology. I don't know what you can do.
It's just a matter of time and technology and all that.
Yeah, but so they did this in 2021. Let's see, when was the last time they did a 2.0 series?
Yeah.
The 2.0 series came out. It's not even giving a date.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Oh wait, it does. No, it does not. All right. Somewhere. It's before 2000. Before 2005. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, so before it would be before 2003. So they haven't made any leaps in technology since 2003 until recently in 2021.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
The next one will probably be like 2 years from now, because that's just how it works sometimes.
I'm not sure. At least to me, they did everything they need to do. You can do like a high-end Pixar animation, and that's what they did in the 3.0 series. They literally did a full-on Pixar animation at like a record speed time. So that's why you see a lot of Disney animations come out literally like every year. It's because the technology is just so good now. Now, whether it's good or not, that's another thing. That's storytelling and all that. But
you don't want me to go on a Disney rant right now.
No, I think me and you both have the same opinion about Disney. Is that like it's in the shitter.
What happened?
Well, you want to tell you what happened? They got corporate. Easy.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they still.
There's no love left.
It's been a long time too. Like, it's not. It's kind of inevitable when something gets big, but like, feels like it's been a while.
Well, the thing is, so it has to do with the free market. So as long as people are willing to pay for a product, there's no incentive to change it.
Yeah.
So people
stop
will
paying
still
for bad.
Yeah, stop paying for bad things. That's why I haven't watched anything Disney since what was it? Endgame? I believe. This is the last thing that had Thanos. Like Thanos died. Spoiler.
That sounds right.
That was the last thing I ever touched Disney, and my life has been happier for it. First of all, and second of all, I haven't touched anything, and I don't know. I don't feel like I've missed much.
Like most of their best stuff came out like last century, last millennium. So
I don't know. I think the only thing they had going for them was really, I should put it, was really Marvel, and at the time, Star Wars. Obviously, I don't need to say much about Star Wars and
I don't know
Marvel.
anything
Unfortunately,
about Star Wars. I know I feel like superhero burnout has gotten to everyone else at this point too.
I don't think it's necessarily about the burnout because again, you have series like My Hero Academia that's still doing really well. It's more in the
But
sense
like,
of like how it's written.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's oversaturated, and the writing is
The writing's terrible.
yeah. Like
I
the original, the reason like the MCU got started in the first place was Iron Man, right? And that got really popular.
yeah.
And it kind of had, it tried having a bit of heart and all that, and that it feels like they haven't tried for a while with
Yeah,
that.
I mean, it got Corpo. After Thanos died, it just went full Corpo. I would argue a little bit beforehand, like I just put it like Captain Marvel got a little bit Corpo, but like it really got Corpo after Thanos. That's
Yeah.
when it like they really like you can tell they really tried to milk it.
Yeah, I think another thing is they're kind of directionless with it too.
Yeah, I mean, I just put you killed the big bad. You like Thanos was the big bad. I mean, you do have some other big bads, but
Yeah.
like the Infinity Stones, that whole plot, like that is like the main Marvel. And I love Doctor Strange. I don't like what they apparently did to him.
Eh,
He was like one of my favorite characters. Like he was an asshole, sure, but like he's like one of the assholes with good intentions. If that makes sense, kind of like Tony.
Yeah. And then like the Disney animation stuff itself, I feel like
Oh fuck, that's another clusterfuck. Oh,
I actually not too long ago decided to try and go through all of the canon of Disney animation, and there was a big fallout when they tried going 3D,
well, see,
and a little bit before then. Like around the mid 2000s, they kind of lost their way and never found a new way back.
well, I remember like the last like really good like film. I was like, holy shit, I want to watch this again. Like was like Big Hero 6. That was the
I
last
didn't
thing I remember. I watched that more than once. Everything
Yeah, that
else, I
one
like
was.
watched it once and like that's it.
I didn't think Big Hero 6 was that good. I thought Encanto was okay, actually. That one is pretty recent.
No, I haven't even touched that.
Uh, I made a little tier list at one point. Let me see if I can dig it up.
Oh god.
It's a little wacky because, like, obviously, like, nostalgia is gonna boost some things here and
Oh,
there.
of course.
Goodness, Windows security is popping me up stuff. What is going on? Oh, okay.
We have 10 more minutes, then we can do whatever we want.
We can be absolutely unhinged if we so please.
Oh, 100%. Again, in 9 minutes.
Sicko mode
Complete sicko mode.
really goes insano style, huh?
Oh wait, actually, let me check the actual meter. All right, my apologies. It's 1:49, so that'd be so 11 minutes. My apologies, but not by much. So in 11 minutes, we can go sicko mode.
Sicko mode.
Yes. See, weirdly enough. Oh, you know what? We might be the two viewers. I didn't figure out that like we have two viewers. Like, why is no one chatting? Oh, you know what? We were probably both watching the stream to make sure no one's chatting. Oh wait, since you're watching the stream, I don't need to have it open anymore, do I? There you go. That's a relief. Yeah, just check to make sure that people are people are coming in or not.
I think we're good right now. Where should I put should I post this somewhere, or should I like this dumb tier list I have?
You can send it wherever.
Man.
I'll judge you. Just be known. I will judge you.
No, I originally posted this in the SIUE cartoon comic Discord they've got going over there.
Oh.
Why do I post this? Maybe I'll just post it in.
You just post in general. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Just know I will judge you.
Oh, you better.
Alright. Okay. Pinocchio, that's alright. Sleeping Beauty, alright. Atlantis is very good. 100%. Emperor's New Good, amazing as well. Hercules, amazing. Lion King, meh. Lilo Stitch, I can go either way. I'll say Optimus. I think it's pretty good. Tarzan, pretty good as well. Winnie the Pooh,
Don't ask me why that one was so high. I don't remember.
yeah, that's
I think
weird.
Okay, so another thing to remember, these are not sorted by tier by like how good they are. They're sorted by the order I watched them.
Well, it
So
says excellent to not on Disney Plus. Or
Yeah. Yeah, Dinosaur and Chicken Little are both just bad movies.
I don't even remember Dinosaur.
That's probably for the best.
Okay. The last one on the top of the list is Tangled. You know, alright. I'm not gonna. If you like that, cool.
Yeah,
I can go up or down with that. 101 Dalmatians, that's really high. Alright. Lady and the
some of these
Tramp.
are probably too high, too low.
Yeah. I haven't watched Lady and the Tramp, honest to God. Which is kind of weird. Snow White, that's a little high, alright.
That one, I think, is high just out of being the first one more than anything else. Because, like, man, that's how you start something, right? Is set a standard.
I guess. I get
nothing
that.
beforehand. No,
Cinderella, Chief, nah, man. That one was boring. With all due respect.
No, you're fair.
Alright.
No, if you want something boring, go like 2 down.
No, I'm not. I'll look at that. I'll look at that. Beauty and the Beast, yeah, you know what? That's pretty good. I have not watched Fantasia. Either of them.
Okay, because that's the one I was going to say. If you're going to call something boring, call that boring.
Oh, is it really? God damn. That's unfortunate. And I don't know why I put Winnie the Pooh that high up. But okay.
Okay, I think that's one of those nostalgia things where, like, one of the, I kind of remember it from being, however old.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember Robin Hood. All right, you know what? That was a pretty good one. Treasure Planet should have been higher, but you put it pretty high, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I never watched the Jungle Book, but it's fine. Aladdin, okay. Now, the reason why I am mixed on this is because I've actually read the original tale of Aladdin. So I'm
not accurate at all.
No, which is I put the original tale is a lot better.
That happens with every book adaptation, though.
No, how should I put it? It's so good. It's so fucking good.
Nights or something.
Yeah. It has tales like Sinbad the Sailor, and how should I put it? There's one that's never done. Alibaba and the 99 Thieves. Never will get an adaptation because the story is
Another thing with some of these, you'll see Bambi's probably way too high. It is just gorgeous to look at the whole way through, more than anything.
Oh, I haven't gone there yet. Mulan, I suppose, is really good. I would rank it higher, but that's just me. I haven't watched Encanto, and I don't think I ever will, with all due respect.
No, that's absolutely fine. But it was better than I thought it would be, but that's also after seeing things like The Last Dragon or whatever before that.
Oh, I don't even remember that. I heard it, but that's it. I was like, okay.
Oh, it was pretty bad.
Oh, it was pretty bad. Okay.
Like
Alice in Wonderland, that's pretty good.
the tiers are, like I said, kind of messy, and the names mean nothing. Just so you know, like
Oh,
obviously, it's just top to bottom is probably the best way to read it. Except not on Disney Plus, because that's what I was watching it on.
I
guess
don't
could
even
find-
fucking touch Disney Plus. Fuck that.
Yeah,
That's that. Like, if you want a source of corpo, whenever they start Disney Plus, that is when they went corpo. You can point directly to that.
I'm not the one paying for it though, so
Well, whoever's paying for it, tell them to not pay for it anymore.
that is totally fair. I don't think because it's my parents paying for it right now,
Oh,
and I
tell them
don't
to stop
think
paying
they
for it. Easy.
know how to pirate very well.
Peter Pan. God, it's been a while since I've touched that. Pretty good. Pretty good.
That
Hey, it's been a while, so maybe it's terrible and I just don't remember.
which one?
Peter Pan.
No, it's not bad at all.
That's bad.
It's,
Okay. So my memory is good. All right, that's good.
no, it's fun, but it's kind of like one of those. How do I put it? Just kind of an adventure thing more than having a deep plot or like fun. I mean, it's fun, but that's kind of all it is. It's just kind of fun. If that makes any sense.
No, but all right. I've never
I
watched.
like how I don't know the source material for Peter Pan. And
Oh,
apparently, it's really hard to figure out what one the source material is because there's a stage play and the book, and it's kind of, I think, the same person, but not. But it is.
oh, I couldn't be bothered. Which is like I watched like Peter Pan like once, and that's really it.
Yeah.
And the only reason why is because I previously watched Hook, which is apparently a sequel to that.
Yeah. Is that the Robin Williams one?
Yes.
Or is that a different one?
No, it was 100% the Robert Williams. I have never touched a Stone Sword. I never touched Bambi. I never touched Fox and Hound. I've never touched Ichabod. Never
Ichabod.
or Black Cauldron. What the hell are these films?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it was kind of fun to go through some of the older ones that no one ever talks about. People call Black Cauldron awful, but it's just kind of it's okay, fine.
All right.
It's got like one of the coolest Disney villain designs, actually.
Oh dang! And you're not gonna send it? I see how it is.
But like that's all he is a cool design. He's not
Oh,
not
okay.
a ton of character or anything. But I think his name is the Horned King.
No.
I mean,
The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, goddamn. That should have been higher. But
people love that one. It's good, but like it's not my favorite.
I've only watched like once or twice. That's probably why I put in high regards. The only other reason why is because of meme is like, sir, there's a big thick ass gypsy girl outside. It's like, you what?
Here, I'll copy this image. All right. Just a sec.
Little Mermaid should be a lot lower. That thing is overrated as fuck.
It
I
is.
don't even
Anyway,
give
I
a shit.
posted the Horned King in the general also, just for a quick detour.
Is that Skeletor?
I'm not sure which one came first. What year was He-Man and what year is...
I don't know.
But yeah, I think he's a cool design.
Moana, I did watch it because apparently, I can't remember, I think it was either with a bunch of friends, they wanted me to watch a movie with them, they chose Moana, I was like, fuck it, fine. The reason why I liked it the last piece, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, that, otherwise, I don't think I would enjoy that movie
Oh yeah,
that
I
much.
guess Skeletor came first, because Black Cauldron's 85 and He-Man was 81.
Oh, that's cool. I've never watched The Great Mouse, I haven't watched Oliver, I haven't watched Frozen 2.
Oh, you haven't watched Oliver? That one's not great, but it's got Billy Joel, dog.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but okay. Ralph breaks. That one was so meh. Oh.
Yeah, you can kind of see we're getting into the mediocre stuff here, yeah?
Oh, definitely. Zootopia. Okay. See, I've heard the concept of Zootopia. How it's supposed to be a lot darker. They should have kept the dark theme.
I think that would have made it a lot better.
A lot better, yeah, 100%.
Because
It felt too up and happy. I was like,
yeah,
you've done this too many times.
Yeah.
Get dark, all good. Sometimes you need a spice of reality. That's why Japan's doing so fucking well. They have times where they go dark, and it's a teachable moment. Not everything's a fairy tale, and that's what I liked about Big Hero 6. Sometimes someone dies, and sometimes it's really hard to get through that grief. I know, people are mixed about Big Hero 6. I think they did that really well. Honestly,
yeah, it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I felt like the villain's motivations were bad.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. That's
kinda...
an anime trope, actually, of having very shitty motivations. It's a reference to Char's counterattack. Char's motivation for dropping a colony on Axis was absolutely terrible. It's actually a reference to something. That's why he had the mask as well. So it's an anime reference in the end, which is why some people are like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, oh yeah, I get this reference.
The way you said that kind of made it sound like, yeah, it's bad on purpose.
100%. Oh, I fucking hate Char's counterattack. And the problem is a lot of people actually like it, and they base it a lot of modern media is based off Char's counterattack because a lot of people regard it as good writing. It's fucking not, by the way. It's absolute
that
shit.
happens sometimes.
It does. I mean, for Christ's sake, people think everything's based on Evangelion, even though it's based off Mobile Suit Gundam.
Everything's a JoJo reference too. Don't forget that.
It means sometimes, but sometimes it's a Fist of the North Star reference.
Sometimes it is a Hokuto no Ken reference, huh?
Yeah. And sometimes it's just a Get a Robo reference.
Yeah. And sometimes there's not actually a reference. Sometimes it's actually
sometimes it's just original. I have not touched the three Caballeros. Yeah, I have not touched that. My apologies.
That one... Okay, that one is kind of weird. But where's the other one? Melody Time, I think, is what the other one's called. It's kind of similar. I've never been, on drugs or anything, but I felt like I was on drugs watching Melody Time.
I haven't gotten there yet. But I have not touched Fun and Fancy Free either.
I don't even remember what that one was. I think that's the one with Mickey and the Beanstalk, maybe?
Fuck if I know, man. I actually like the first Wreck-It Ralph. That's terrible.
Like I said, I didn't like a lot of the 3D stuff.
Again, I may like it because, again, I'm a 3D animator, so the subtle things they do, I notice it. I was like, holy shit, they really did that? That must have taken, a bitch and a half.
Yeah, that's how I felt about, if you ever have seen the Sleeping Beauty backgrounds, they are some of the most gorgeous, 2D paintings you've ever seen.
No. That belongs to Gundam.
Gundam? Yeah.
Yes. Holy crap. You have no fucking idea. You'll see...
I don't...
how should I put it? You watch Mobile Suit Gundam, you'll see these backgrounds holy shit.
Why did you even paint that for what this is? One of those deals?
Well, the thing is, how should I put it? He wanted to originally do it as a manga, so what he did is that he basically did it as a manga, but animated it. And it's the quality is ridiculously high at some parts. There's some parts you can tell it's 1970s animation, but then there's some parts how is this not early 90s?
Yeah.
This has no right to be this detailed. Dear God. But how should I put it? Mobile Suit Gundam was one of Tomino's. It was supposed to be one of Tomino's last projects, and went fuck it. If this fails, I'm done with animation. So he put his 110% in it, and people really liked it. And we all know what happened to Gundam. It's a huge success today. I have not touched. Was it Resort? Rescuers?
The Rescuers, yeah.
Yeah, I have not touched that. Frozen. I don't ever want to see that ever fucking again. I fucking hate that movie.
Super overrated, yeah?
Oh, 100%. I fucking hate it so much.
Wait. Yeah, no, I don't. it was okay, but like I felt like that was super marketed.
Oh well, first of all, like let's attempt to ignore the marketing. Attempt. Like, it could have been written better. But the thing is,
been written a lot better.
oh well, yeah. I mean, that's one thing. How do I say this nicely? I feel okay. It's one of those things like where you should have gone gritty. Go the full grit. It's fine.
Yeah, wasn't it based another one where if they would have like they had a darker origin, like the book or original fairy tale or whatever was like.
The only time they've ever done it like
even.
a fully dark thing is, again, I believe, at least recently, is Big Hero 6, and even still not fully. And because they want to really stay faithful to like the Japanese aspect of that kind of storytelling. And I appreciate them for that. I've never watched Down Under. Meet the Robinsons, I really like that, but I'm heavily biased. I think that's like one of the things I watched like over and over again.
Yeah, that's definitely one that I had a bit of nostalgia bias going into and coming out of.
Is it bad?
It's like it's cute. You can tell it's one of their first 3D movies too.
Oh, I'll be biased. I should put it. I just really liked it. I don't know. I like the premise of it. I don't want to talk about Raya. I never watched it. I never want to watch it.
I think I might have rated it too high here, honestly.
You did. I never watched Dumbo. I never watched Aristocats. I never watched Melody Time.
An hour long too. I don't know how it got to be like iconic status.
Oh.
But yeah, we're getting past the point. And you said you like Big Hero 6 a lot, and I was just kind of okay on it.
The reason why is because I actually understood every single reference they're making. It's like, oh, I remember this. I know exactly what this reference is. Oh, you really referenced this? God damn it. You motherfucker. Again, but that's just me. I mean, my icon says it all. I know too many very niche anime references. A lot of the references they made were from actually like either 70s to 90s animation, which I really liked, even though it was 3D.
Was kind of my problem. One of my problems with Wreck-It Ralph was like it kind of sets itself up to have like a few video game references here and there, and it just goes on to be knockoff Mario Kart.
Yeah. I still liked it though, because they did do some like tiny
it still got some nice stuff, but like plus at that point I think they had finally kind of gotten to know what 3D is compared to like I said, Meet the Robinsons or Chicken Little.
True.
Chicken Little.
Bolts, they tried to be so meta with that. That really did like partially throw me for a loop, but the trailer spoiled it kind of.
Yeah. So. And then we're getting down into everything else.
Never touched Home Range. Never touched Saludos Amigos. And I've already talked too much about Big Hero 6. The only reason Princess and the Frog was saved was because of the villain.
Yeah, he was like his song is like the best part of the movie.
Yeah. That was really like just have him. Please, just for the whole thing. Him and the prince. Just have that be the focus of the movie. I know it's supposed to be Princess and the Frog, but just focus on him and the prince. I think that would have been just so much more interesting.
Yeah,
which
some
is
of the
kind of
lower
sad.
Ones have like, man, if they would have just worked on the concept for like 10 more minutes, it would have been so much better.
Well, see, the thing is, like, how should put it? It's supposed to be a Disney princess movie, but how should put it?
She's a frog the whole time.
Well, yeah.
And not even like an entertaining frog, just kind of doesn't want to be a frog, and she just kind of frog, ribbit. She's not.
You know what the worst part is? Wasn't that like their last like 2D animated film?
Yeah, it was either that or Winnie the Pooh. I don't remember.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Princess and the Frog.
It's one of the two. Like, that was definitely their last big budget one, though, if nothing else.
Yeah, I won't lie to you. Again, if we somehow ignore the story elements, I really did think they did put quite a bit of effort. I kind of liked it. At least in that aspect.
Fair.
But again, I really could give less of a fuck about, what the fuck's her name? See, that's the worst part. I don't fucking remember his name either. Her name. Christ. Oh.
whoever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
we're
then
past the 2 hour mark, so whew, save myself from
Now we're at the
spicy one.
bottom here.
I never watched Brother Bear. Never watched Dinosaur. Chicken Little was weird.
Chicken Little's just bad.
Dude.
They wanted to be Shrek, but instead of coming off as like parody-like, it just came off as super mean-spirited. And like trying to be anti-Disney, but you're still Disney, and you can't do that. I mean, you can try, but
I didn't
fail.
know Chicken Little was Disney. I won't lie to you.
Oh, that's how bad it is.
It was weird as fuck.
I mean, there's still a couple of nice little spots, but like few and far between.
And then you have whatever the fuck this is, Make Mine Music. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've never seen that, and I didn't feel like digging it out because it's
Now-
just another.
The thing I've noticed that there's no Toy Story on here.
Oh, I didn't do Pixar. I just did the canon, the Disney canon, as it's called.
Oh wait, what's? See, that's the problem. Like, it's so melded together. I don't know what's Disney, what's Pixar. It's-
Pixar, yeah, that's the other thing with Disney going 3D is it kind of makes it confusing on who's doing what with what studio now.
Yeah. So okay, Toy Story. All right, that's Pixar. Fine. What else was Pixar? That's like technically Disney. Also.
Like all the Pixar movies are technically Disney.
Ones that are not on this list. Okay, there you go.
I mean, they had shorts before they were part of Disney, though. But I think every big film they've done has been with Disney.
Oh, so like Toy Story is the only one that's like, it's not on here. No, actually, there's other ones. Fuck, what's that other one that just came out? Soul. I like the jazz.
That one was
That's
fun.
my only compliments. I like the jazz. I am
liked
a
it better
jazz
than
player.
Inside Out.
I didn't even watch that movie.
Yeah.
Apparently,
But I
it's
don't
about
like-
depression, which I know I said Disney should go dark, but like,
Yeah, they didn't
That-
do a great job with it anyway.
they didn't do- oh, okay, yay, congrats! I know an amazing series that will get depression correctly, which is Victory Gundam, but it also deals with child executions. And,
Yeah, child executions, depression, whatever, same thing.
uh,
I mean,
Well-
as long as they were working in the mines like they should be.
well, see, I mean, Gundam has always been World War II with mecha, and the new types were always Jews, I guess. So at the very end of Universal Century, they actually did succeed to actually do a mass genocide on the new types. So there's a lot of stuff. How should I put it? Good luck finding an uncensored copy, by the way, in the U.S. Good luck.
I mean, you could just,
No, like I found a copy. But they only did the Japanese. They only did English sub. They
Yeah, I mean-
refused straight up to do it in the here. But there is
finding a copy is one thing, pirating a copy is another, huh?
yeah. But like finding a copy like that's pirated that actually shows like his head being cut
Everything?
off. Well, no. The first air of Gundam Victory actually showed a child's head being cut off, but you'd actually have to record it because they never showed it ever
it's
again.
one of those things, and no reruns at all. Just
No, it only did in that first TV air, and there's no copies of it as far as I'm aware. So they either like burned it or something like that, and no one ever recorded it or something.
I hate when those things happen because it's hard to verify if that's real or just a rumor.
Knowing Gundam, it is very much real.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Like
Oh, definitely. But
you stumbled across those things where like one airing of this.
yeah, it's
And
very I should put it very
especially
popular with
stuff from,
JoJo
like-
as well.
Especially from stuff before like the 90s, because like no one ever recorded anything because it was hard to do that in the first place.
Oh, 100%. Which is actually striking. I'll bring up Zeta Gundam. They want to censor this in the US. Tomino said, "I will not air this in the fucking U.S. if you censor this." There is an actual lesbian couple in Zeta Gundam. This is before, again. This is in 1983, so this is before the whole how should I put it, modern movie we have right now. And he actually did a really good character. I actually liked her more than the fucking straight woman because she fucking betrayed the Ayuk, which is kind of funny. But
I don't know. I still need to start figuring out Gundam for myself.
Gundam's an amazing series. I can't stress enough. Everything in writing that you see in Gundam, I should put it, has influenced like writing as
everything else. Yeah. It sounds like there's some. I've definitely seen a lot of references, even if I have no idea what they are.
Well, the main thing is that it's basically a World War II animation. In truth, that's what it is. Like, if you replace all the mecha with people, it's a World War II animation. That's all it's been to its core.
Wait a second. This is just a History Channel
It
documentary.
is! And I love it for that. It truly does show the horrors of war. And I should put it, episode 15 of Mobile Suit Gundam. Holy crap. It is like, I would argue like one of the best like episodes in animation, like period. The unfortunate part is that in the West, they did not show it. And this is when Gundam was starting up, so Tomino couldn't say, if you don't show this, I will not air it. But it is one of the episodes that never showed up in the US, which is episode 15. It showed up in Japan, and holy crap. This is basically, it is the climax of the series. And it is, because before episode 15, your instinctive thought is Zeon bad guy because they're Nazis, and Earth Federation good guys because they're based on, the Allied forces. And that's your prospect for all the way until episode 15. And in episode 15, you got to see the horrors fully animated and fully drawn of like children like being burned alive, women like being executed. Like, you saw the brutality of war. And back in 1979, you don't see that on TV. They didn't broadcast that kind of stuff. The rape of Nanking, they don't.
I know that stuff's awful, but it sounds like it would be kind of fun to animate too.
Well, he didn't show it because it was fun. It was more in the sense of like being a warning.
But like, it's awful. But like, it's not like a. I'm not saying that it's like not emotionally. You know,
it's emotionally
jarring. Like it would be fun to draw. If that makes any sense.
I had to put it, even in my, so in episode 1, something really bad happens to a character.
Like I said, I don't have the full context, so I don't know. So I might be thinking of this like.
Oh no, it's an incredibly fucked up scene. And you actually meet the guy that actually does this, and he's fully aware of his actions.
The thing is, sometimes that's like the most fun thing to draw, though. It's just awful people doing awful things.
Well, this is one of those moments where Tomino was like really like shooken up.
Especially, the best is when the voice actors are just perfect for it. And I'm assuming that if it's that good, then the voice actors must have just nailed it.
Oh, well, I should put it. The English voice actors did a lot better, but there's no English dub of episode 15, unfortunately. So the voice actors they did do, which they did in the movies, fortunately, which just came out literally this year. Holy crap. It was done stunningly. Yeah. The Japanese was also really well, but I'll be real with you, the English was done a little bit better. But that's because of the animation quality.
People hate to hear that, but it happens sometimes.
Well, it's because, again, the quality of recording in Japan in 1979 was not the best. I'm sure if they had better mics, it would have been a lot better. Because I could still, know the emotion, but the mic quality was shit, man. That's the huge fault of episode 15, is that you can hear the weight of these voice actors, but the mic, like the technology,
the mic's just not there.
The mic is just not there, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, the tier list I posted reminded me. I just think tier lists are fun.
If I ever had to do a Gundam tier list, people would absolutely hate me of what I put at the bottom.
Oh, you had better do it then.
Oh no.
Controversy is good publicity because all publicity is good publicity, right?
Well, I don't like to run my business like Disney. I want it to actually succeed. But
Hey man, just get bailouts like every other big company.
you know I can't get bailouts. Trust me, I
No.
would have already gotten one.
No,
But
you're not actually a big company.
not yet.
Not yet. Once you are, you can get bailouts though.
I do want to run things as honestly as I can. But
Yeah.
but I'm trying to attempt to get back on topic. The things I do rate incredibly low. Yes, I do hate it, but it's not because it can't be improved on. So Char's counterattack is what I think is like one of the worst Gundam media out there. Now there's some that like get really close, but like that one I believe is like one of the lower ones. But I do have something that it's referenced to it later on, especially the movies that reference Char's counterattack. And normally you think, oh, so these movies must be terrible then. It's like, no. I want to remake Char's counterattack, basically, in how I would personally do it. And with my own characters as well, and how I interpret that. Because there's cool concepts there, but it's not executed well, unfortunately. And again, it's every writer, they're going to have their faults. And unfortunately, Tomino did a dud. And I love this guy to death, but like, if someone fucks up, Sorry, what?
He made an oopsie.
He made an oopsie, and that's fine. We all fuck up from time to time. But I think an easy fix is just to not call that character Char, because his character trope was done. The Char clone trope, you will see this in Western media and Japanese media. Like he made it the trope. Let me think. Bucky from Winter Soldier was one of them. What else? Prince Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender was one of them.
I've seen Avatar.
Good or bad. The reason why Avatar: The Last Airbender people think it's like really good is because it's just Gundam. Straight up, it's just
like
Gundam.
a Western interpretation of anime.
It really is. Now, it's not to say that Avatar is bad. I really like Avatar, but it's not like I'd be lying to say it's like this is.
It's not the most original thing, though, right?
No, it's not. I can clearly tell. Say, oh yeah, this is Zeta Gundam. Like I can tell from season 2. Oh, yep, this is 100% this.
Yeah, but like that's not necessarily a bad thing either.
No, not at all. It's their own take on it, and again, using their own like characters and story elements. I really enjoy it because again, these aren't mecha; these are people. So with a mecha, it can be repaired. So whenever Amuro faces damage, he had to repair his mecha because I don't want to spoil too much of it, but something happens to his father, so he has to repair it himself. So that's his self-improvement. Like whenever something happens, like you physically saw him self-improve because he literally the Gundam the whole story is like, what is a Gundam? And the mecha you see, that, yes, it is called a Gundam, but like it is the pilot that is the Gundam. That's why the saying of like "Ore wa Gundam da," which translates "I am Gundam." Well, that's actually I'm the embodiment. The meaning of the translation is that I am the embodiment of Gundam, but the literal translation is "I am Gundam."
Yeah.
So that's the whole story of that. And that's a really nice story element. You are you're not the fancy weapon or whatever bullshit comes new. That doesn't ever matter. It's you as a person that make that fancy weapon work.
Yeah. So. Did they ever have any Gundam voice actors on Pop Team Epic?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Because I love what they do with the voice actors there. Just so stupid.
I know at the least they did make 2 Super Robot references. And it did actually appear in Super Robot Wars. So canonically, they are considered super robots.
Because I know every episode they have like a different set of voice actors. And I think at one point they were Frieza and Cell's voice actors.
I'm pretty sure they had Amuro and Char. I would not be surprised.
That sounds right. I don't know Gundam enough, but like.
Oh, Amuro and Char are like Kashput, the I don't want to say good guy and bad guy, but they're the two main protagonists of the series.
Yeah, like the poster characters.
Yeah. The problem with Gundam is, like I should put it, it is one of the few stories where you meet, like, so there's two protagonists, but the other protagonist is the other antagonist for the other character. So, like,
Yeah,
Avatar is a good example of this, of like a Prince Zuko and Aang. They're two protagonists, but their antagonist is each other.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. It's not like the most common trope. I feel like it should be more common than it is.
That I should put it is the one that made a trope is Gundam.
I feel like that's source. Definitely older than Gundam.
No, I know it's surprisingly
like, in animation, but like stage plays or
in writing.
Like, yeah, that's
potentially, but like in animation, Gundam is the first.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, animation's actually still pretty young. So.
Oh, definitely. And I'm sure Tomino used quite a few stage plays as well as his personal life to make Gundam.
It is surprising how much stage plays come up in like anime discussion.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Gundam has quite a few stage plays. I am not joking.
Obviously, like Shakespeare comes up in every writing thing, but like even like random stuff like Peter Pan or whatever comes up sometimes.
But has Mein Kampf appeared?
Probably.
Dude, it's a Gundam reference. I wish I was joking, by the way. You do see a Hitler reference and Mein Kampf reference in Gundam.
You also see it in Digimon, so like...
That's true.
Have you ever seen that, like, Pure Agumon or whatever?
No, I have not.
I mean... Give me just a second. It was in, like, a card game or something. It's as stupid as it sounds, or you could just look it up yourself. I don't know.
I can't, because I still have Blender and everything else open. Fuck yeah, I have, I should put it... I have 2 more minutes of this fucking thing. I'm going to finish
it. Fists are in a pre-made
anyway, I'm going to post the
that I made for you guys
image
so you
Discord,
can have a fist whenever you need to. I hope that answers any questions.
It never got localized.
Feel free to contact me on Twitter or at support@.
That's what it was.
This motherfucker was so lazy. It's like, if you have any other questions, just message me on Twitter. Oh. If I ever do a tutorial, I'm going to do that as well. Just message me on Discord if I ever fuck up anything else.
I haven't really looked into this Agumon before, but apparently his the other ones with him have numbers on their forehead too.
This is legit?
Yeah.
I don't like the beer belly and the man tits. It's so weird.
That's just Agumon.
And the thong. No, it's the thong that brings, like, he's always had man tits and a beer belly. I get that.
I think that's just bad shading.
Oh, it's bad. Okay, I thought he was wearing a thong. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That sounds so much better though, and reminds me of another Digimon that's got a design. One of the monster designs of all time. You may or may not have seen this one before. This one has appeared in the anime, though.
Oh, I know it has. Unfortunately.
They do get rid of the bulge every time, though.
I wonder why.
Who approved that in the first place is the question, though. Beautiful, isn't it?
But yeah, I'll share this, by the way. There you go. Just so you know, I'm not fucking with you. They do reference, Hitler. So World War II is considered the middle era, The modern era is where we're living in right now, and then Universal Century happens after the modern era.
Yeah, I figured when you said World War II, Hitler is not like a big stretch or anything.
No, not at all. Again, it is literally World War II with Mecca. By no emphasis. And I'm sure the reason Tominoa had it be Mecca instead of actual people is only because they're going to be people chopped off. So instead of having people chopped off, it's Mecca instead. Though the thing is, people are chopped up as well. I guess it's just better whenever you have advertising and you just don't show it up. But yeah, I will show you some of the art actually from the animation. It is ridiculously well. So if this was during his speech,
I don't know the source on what I just posted, but I have seen that around before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was from his speech, by the way.
Nice.
That is ridiculously high detail. Like, dear God, what the hell? It had no right to be that detailed, I swear to God. But I'm glad it's that detailed, but like, holy. Oh, and the colony drop. Oh. Yeah, in Gundam, it's an alternate universe in where the Nazis developed the nuke before the U.S. did, and yeah, 2/3 of Earth's population instantly gets wiped out, and the remaining half of it gets killed by radiation.
I'm also posting the like sort of backgrounds I was talking about with like Sleeping Beauty.
Oh wait, shoot, whoops. There you go, still correct.
That was, I think, one of their first widescreen films, actually.
This is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I love how it's stylized too. Like the square trees are weird, but I like them.
Oh, let's be real here. The square trees are probably easier.
Yeah.
Not to bring disrespect to it, but you know that's probably
it's a style thing too, though. Like
100%.
But like the shapes, they got nice. I don't know, like strokes to them, I guess, because you can kind of see they're trees, but like they almost look like they're moving. Yeah. Just I don't know how to describe it. I like it though. And I don't. Do you know what that Super Aryan thing is from?
What?
The thing I posted before that.
No, I think that's just a Dragon Ball Z reference.
I mean, it's a Dragon Ball Z reference, but like, what's the source of this?
No, I honestly don't know. If it is a Gundam reference, it is so obscure that even I don't know.
No, that's definitely a Dragon Ball reference.
Okay.
But like, I don't know what the manga that this is.
Please, I want to have a genuinely good Gundam frame. Please don't show me. See, the thing is,
it's so hard to find a frame when you're looking for it.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking for like Gundam frames, and the thing is, it's showing the derpy ones because it is 1970s animation.
Yeah, in between frames.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Especially with old school animation. Oh, man.
I mean, sometimes it's beautiful how weird it is. I want to say there was a Naruto fight not too long ago that everyone said had really good animation, and people were posting like in between frames to say how bad it was, and it's like, what? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Naruto though, so I don't.
Gundam has quite a few still frames, and they're really nice.
Even some of the that was a bad voice crack. Even some of the like the videos you've shown me here and there have like really nice drawings. Just
Oh, definitely.
I forgot about Made in Abyss. Didn't I get season 2 now?
I have no idea. I haven't touched Made in Abyss.
Yeah, I didn't realize until like I posted the other day that Pop Team Epic had season 2 now.
No, that's the reason I know about it. And yes, Pop Team Epic is technically a mecha anime. Technically.
I mean, it's kind of technically everything and nothing.
True. Well, the thing is, if it's like to like officiate it being like a mecha anime, it has to show up on Super Robot Wars, and that's when you know, okay, that is a mecha anime. And I am not joking. People actually go by that. If it shows up with Super Robot Wars, it is a mecha anime. If it doesn't, it is not a mecha anime yet. Or if it is a very niche one, and no one cares about it. But Pop Team Epic actually managed to get on there. Which I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
It's such a meme too.
Definitely.
Didn't he do like? I'm gonna call it Toho every time I say it. Toho Comics before Pop Team Epic. The artist for this one. Let me see. That is not what I was typing. Thank you very much. Yeah, here it is. This absolute icon.
But yeah, Victory Gundam, there's the character of that is Uso. He goes through a lot as a kid. Holy. I keep forgetting how much he actually goes through. I mean, besides the genocide part.
I think this is the same artist as the Pop Team Epic guy. Like, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%. But that's the Hong Kong meme is. Yeah.
What are you sending me?
That feels right, but I'm
not. I remember this.
Yeah. Not sure if that's the same guy, though. I feel like it, but not 100%.
The best way to start Gundam is just watching Gundam The Origins. They're movies, and they're Studio Ghibli-esque. But it's I shouldn't say Studio Ghibli. That's disingenuous Studio Ghibli and Gundam.
Yeah, it's. I've never seen any of the Ghibli films.
They're pretty good.
Which gets us back into Disney, because they used to have the distribution rights in the West for the Ghibli films, and then Disney'd, and now they don't anymore.
See, the only thing that I know is like genuinely like you have to watch it is Howl's Moving Castle. Everything else is like it's.
I don't know anything about that one, but I've heard the main theme and it's really good.
Well, all the other ones, with all due respect, are like kind of like it's not to say they're awful, but like they're overhyped.
They're fine.
They're overhyped.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. Like people say, "Oh, this is like really good," especially like My Hero Tutorial. I watch it. It's like, bro, you said it's like some like god tier thing. It's like it's okay.
It's good. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's not like, oh my god, if you don't watch this, you've never seen anime. It's like, meh. It's not to say it's bad, but it's like it's good, but not like, holy crap, I have to watch this over and over again. Howl's Moving Castle, like, it had a good story. It had a good story. It had good. I mean, it always had good anime. It's fucking Studio Ghibli.
That reminds me of one of my favorite jokes on Pop Team Epic was really dumb because they like censored their Totoro parody.
Oh.
And it looked super stupid, and it was funny because of how stupid it looked.
But that's the only one that's like of like
go find that one and watch it maybe.
No, I probably have already, unless it's season 2.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's like the only one that you'd be like, go find that one and maybe watch it.
Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
Probably. But no, the only ones like it's like you because the plot is like actually like everything is good about it, which is Howl's Moving Castle, but no one talks about it that much. I think, and I genuinely think this, like, if they made the show, it would have been a lot even better.
That happens sometimes.
It is
And then sometimes they
unfortunate.
do make the show, and sometimes the show is not nearly as good. And sometimes it is way better. Just depend. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, like, but they had like this whole concept, and they had to cut so much material out. That's the problem.
Oh, okay. And it probably would have worked as a TV show then.
100%. And it's not to say it's bad, like the movie itself. The movie's amazing, but like, there's so much more. The beginning, actually, the very beginning is a little bit slow, but realize that they cut so much material out, so that's why it feels a little bit iffy. But after that is an absolute joy. But I can't stress enough. It's like a genuinely interesting main character that you see. The person you see, the lady, or like but she's a teenager, but you see that she becomes an old lady later on. But she's not like the main character. The main character, as the title implies, is Howl, and about his moving castle. So
like Castlevania, how Dracula's castle moves or something.
Probably yes. I haven't seen that much about Castlevania. My apologies.
No, that one's the video game series. It moves in the games.
Oh,
I think because you destroy it and then it comes back. I've played like I used Rewind on an emulator to beat the first one, and that's about it.
Oh, okay. My apologies. My Castlevania knowledge is like the only reason I know Castlevania is because of Gundam. Weirdly enough, it's just weird. Actually, so there's a Gundam called the Schwartz Ritter, which is a Castlevania reference. I will find it. I have the mecha itself, but the whole thing is a reference to that.
Did you ever check out Inferno Cop?
No.
It's like a 30-minute YouTube anime series.
Oh. But here's the Schwartz Ritter.
I think it was Trigger that did it.
Oh. Yeah, unless someone's that works for the company recommended it to me, I don't watch it. But that's the Schwartz Ritter. You can see how it's a Castlevania reference.
Oh, it's got a castle right there, huh?
Well, besides that, how should I put it? His backpack turns into a giant Buster Sword. He also has these nightsticks on the back of his skirt. What else? Is this Schwartz Ritter a he or a she? Give me just a moment.
I do not know.
No, I don't know. I'm just looking up just to make sure. I think it's a she.
Isn't Buster Sword a Final Fantasy reference?
God, if I know. I thought it was a Berserk reference at first.
Which one came out first? Berserk or FF7? Because that's usually... It could have been one... Probably Berserk. I don't know. But, like... It's hard to tell with some... It could be both, too. Because that happens sometimes.
Oh, it's a he.
I was looking something up, but I forgot what it was. Alright, Inferno Cop. Stop that.
Yeah, it's a he. Oh, wait, no, it's not a he. No, it is a he. What the fuck?
It is and isn't a he.
No, so it is a he. The guy cross dresses. That's what I was saying. Is this a she? Question mark. Well, no,
that's the other one that they've done. So
yeah, no, it's a guy, 100%, but he likes cross dressing. Just weird. Okay, no, it's a he. 100%.
All right, now I found a list. The other things that the Inferno Cop team did was Kill la Kill, Space Patrol Luluco.
I did watch Kill la Kill. Someone did reference it to me. I've already made a reference in the series to Kill la Kill. That's how much I liked it.
Little Witch Academia, Darling and the Franks. That one was something.
You know I have opinions on that.
No, yeah, I have opinions on that, and yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to get into that.
No, it had so much potential, which is what pissed me off.
That's the problem, innit?
Yeah. But see, the thing is, Hushput, they want to... The thing is, So there's always 2 paths you can go with. 1, well, 3 paths actually. So 1,
There's
you-
a lot of paths ultimately. Like
for
when you
mecha,
have
there's
like
always like okay, there's 4 major paths. I was going to say 2, but technically it's 4. There's 4 major paths. 1 is Getter Robo, which is what Gurren, is it Gurren Lagann, right?
yeah.
Alright, so Gurren Lagann goes to Getter Robo reference. There's the second option, which is the Mobile Suit Gundam route, which is what Avatar follows. The third route is the Stars Counterattack, which is what the Star Wars sequel trilogy did. And the fourth one is the Evangelion, which is what Darling in the Franxx did. I see the thing is with Anno, which is depressing. Anno's best work is Gunbuster, not Evangelion. And that's what he really likes, is Gunbuster. He fucking hates Evangelion. I don't blame him. I fucking hate it too.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I've delved into that one.
Gunbuster?
Evangelion.
Oh, Evangelion. Don't ever. Gunbuster's so much better.
Okay, I'll have to check that out too. Like,
It's 6 episodes.
Okay, yeah, it sounds a lot easier.
100%.
Especially when I was trying to get into Evangelion, I was really confused with what end of Evangelion was.
I should put it. I mean, the first ending, as you know, was a cop out. The second,
that like partially a budget thing too?
it was more of a cop out. The thing is, Evangelion is a Mobile Suit Gundam reference, and he tried to rewrite the ending of the original Mobile Suit Gundam, and he failed twice. It's one of those, again, I don't want to spoil the ending of Mobile Suit Gundam because it's a really good ending. But it is really hard to do right. There are some animes that do, but it is not easy. So the thing is, you have Amuro and Char eventually face off against each other. But the thing is, they don't want to. But they have to. And that's what's so gut-wrenching. So whenever it's Shinji and Kaworu, you see in the ending, what that should have and could have been is a gut-wrenching scene. And they both eventually, do their own thing. What you don't fucking do is kill one of them, you dumb fuck. Because then you prematurely end the series. It's done. I don't know what Anno was thinking.
Go into whatever the ending of Evangelion
Yeah.
is. Whatever you want to call that.
The problem with Evangelion is that they killed their second protagonist. Stupid! Don't ever do that. Okay. So if you ever have a 2 protagonists, either you keep them both alive or you kill them both. Don't ever have one of them alive, one of them dead, because it contradicts just like Joker and Batman. They both can't ever die. One of them has to always be alive. Well, no, that. Sorry, I phrased that wrong. Their whole the whole thing with Batman and Joker is they're always alive. They can't one or the other can't be killed because otherwise the story's done. That's the whole that's the whole symmetry of that writing.
Some of it actually kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII and Evangelion now that I'm thinking about it. Not like that, but Eve, I think, kind of reminds me of Genova a little bit.
What did you send me?
Oh, that's the Mechonis. That's one of the titans that people live on in the Xenoblade.
Oh, that's
game.
cool.
It's like a mech thing, and there are mech people that live on it, kind of.
Oh.
Anyway, and it fights the... So that's where the mech people live, and then on the other side, where you live, is the Bionis, which is where...
Yeah. For once, this is not a Gundam
live.
reference. This is actually an original concept.
And, yeah, they're huge, the Titans and Xenoblade.
Oh, I bet.
I don't even know if I'd quite call it a mech, but it's mech-esque, I guess.
DillonGoo Studios.
Let me see. I can't. It's hard to find a good picture of the Bionis because
.com.
you're like on it the whole time. Mechonis, you at least see. You could do eventually cross, but like, I guess it's a good enough picture.
And have fun with the rest of the course.
Here's a Bionis.
And there we go.
Didn't mean to type
We
that.
have
Here we
our
go.
first pose. If you remember from before,
More
all
or less.
we need to create an
But
animation
yeah, Xenoblade's
is
really cool, and you should check it out if you ever get a chance.
100%. And now the reason why I want to check out Xenoblade, weirdly enough, is because they have model kits.
No, yeah, definitely. Man, all 3 games are well, 3.
As
3 and a
long as
half.
they all have model kits, I will 100% do that. And the second reason is because of Shulk in Super Smash. I really like his bathing suit outfit.
That is an option the whole time in the remakes, at least.
Oh,
Probably.
fuck yeah. I'm only going to be wearing that.
That's for like all of the party members too.
Oh, well, I don't want any female that are wearing bikinis.
No, then you can do it for the females. They're not, no,
only the males.
you can do it
Or
for
specifically Shulk.
that's actually one of the builds for one of the characters. Is like he's got a thing where the less armor you equip, the better his evasion stat is.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. And of course, there's the mascot type character that can be. The quality depends on the game. I like him in the first game, and the second game he's okay. And the Wii U one, the Xenoblade X, the Napon's super annoying. But that's like the first of the mascot type characters I just posted.
Let's see. Oh, you posted something else.
He-
Goddamn. Oh, that is
you
an
cannot-
interesting design.
Yeah, you can already see like, and he's like got his own race and everything. But like, you can kind of see how he's kind of the mascot-y type character, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty cool though.
You see, he's the mascot because I want to put my dick in it. It's
Sure.
after the 2-hour mark. We're fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's 2 hours 51 minutes. I gave you the warning. After 2 hours, we can do whatever.
Yeah.
at
Anyway, can you tell how old he is?
Yeah, 500 years old.
He's 40,
God damn it.
and he's got like a bunch of kids.
I don't believe you, Cap.
keyframes.
Uh,
But we haven't actually inserted
and then
any keyframes.
and the like sequel-ish thing and the remake on Switch, he's got like two of the kids are party members.
Oh, that's nice. Alright. I take back what... Is this all on PC? Please tell me it is.
It's Nintendo, so like you
Yes?
can probably emulate it if you have a decent enough PC. Honestly,
Wait, they don't put that shit on Steam? What the fuck are they doing?
no, it's Nintendo. They try and be the Disney of video games, for better and for
That's
worse.
stupid! Fuck! Ugh!
At least with Xenoblade 1, it's a Wii game too. So that's like the easiest thing to emulate in the world.
Okay. How do I put this respectfully? I want companies to make as much money as they want. All right, I'm all for. I'm a capitalist bootlick. All right, you'll
Yeah.
never hear me say otherwise. I want the companies to make like 100% profit. Doing stuff like this minimizes profit. Why? Stupid.
No, Nintendo's always been like that. Everyone else is like, hey, let's put everything on everything. Even PlayStation recently has been putting everything on everything.
Well, not every game has been good on PlayStation. I'm just saying, Last of Us 2 exists.
No, that's not what I'm saying either. It's just like PlayStation's putting stuff on PC now. That's what I'm saying.
I was saying, there's the one scene of this guy, putting his dick
Are you
inside.
talking about the one where it's been memed to death?
Oh,
and,
yep.
Like, there's an
100%.
entire 4chan edit of like
Yep.
just separate frames of like a different edit every single frame.
Oh, 100%. Yep. I'm 100% talking about that.
Okay. Because I don't know the context for the scene. I just have seen the meme.
Now, this is to quote the person himself.
If you want to spoil it, I could not care any less.
No, it's not a spoiler. This is an interview from the director. He wanted to insert himself to have sex with that character. I am not fucking with you, by the way. I wish I was. I was like saying, why would you say this? Why? Like, do you want to shoot yourself in the foot?
The self inserts are always like the worst thing too. Like,
No, see, there's some self inserts that are done really well.
I feel like it's hard to do it well. How's that?
There's quite a few Japanese properties that do it well. It's Western properties that do it shit. No, actually, no. There's an exception. Star Wars. George Lucas.
Yeah.
Like that one's done. Like that is like one of the best self inserts of Luke Skywalker. Holy crap! Excluding the sequel trilogy. I always have to give that goddamn exception.
Always have to have the caveat.
I always. But like that one's really good. And guess what? I will bootleg for George. I think the prequel was done really well. Now, my only complaint about the prequel is that he had so much content that should have been added in. Because I hate the premise.
One of those.
No, I hate the premise of a movie has to be 1 hour long. In India, there's a reason why the movies are 3 to 4 hours long. It's not because of the song. Some of the older Bollywood pieces have really good writing, and you can't do it in 1 hour.
No,
I truthfully do believe that. I know it's like a weird hot take to have, especially like in the West. But, like,
is that even that hot of a take? I don't.
No, it apparently is. Like a movie has to be 1 hour long, any longer, and it's stupid.
I feel like you could go shorter too if you need to. Like, not everything has to hit that mark either.
No, not all. Like I should put Gundam Unicorn. Well, not Gundam Unicorn. Sorry, Gundam Thunderbolt. 40 minutes. Yeah, it's technically a movie.
Yeah, if 40 minutes is all you need, 40 minutes is all you need. You know,
yeah.
Don't need to pad it most of the time.
Now, Gundam Thunderbolt is like mid. It's not like awful, but at the same time, like, I do own the manga.
Yeah, but like I know what you mean. You know,
it's really good for a movie adaptation. There, that's what it is. I think it's the most like it's a really good movie adaptation. If you've never touched the manga, you wouldn't know any better. But like, since I do own the first 2 volumes of Gundam Thunderbolts, I say, oh, they caught up so much. They should have so added this, but it's fun. Like as 40 minutes, I actually think it's really good.
Man, do you ever like internally mix up names of things?
Oh, 100%.
Because I was definitely getting Goblin Slayer and Demon Slayer confused for a second there.
Nezuko beat the shit out of them goblins. Nods.
Yeah.
Oh. I'd watch to see that crossover. Honest to God.
Sounds fun.
Oh,
but, like,
100%.
I want to say the Goblin Slayer guy like made it way too flashy at first, just to like appeal to people, and then he could write his thing. Is what I want to say. That one.
I haven't touched Goblin Slayer.
Okay, that's fine. I don't think it's like super good or anything. It's just,
that's unfortunate.
I mean, it was fun, but it was like another one of those RPG type manga things.
Oh, just like Sword Art Online.
Okay.
I do
not know the music.
Don't. The only thing that's good about Sword Art Online is that bridge.
I mean, it's kind of a fun concept, like.
Well, the reason why they had to call it a bridge is because of I should put it of A1 Pictures. It's a rewrite, but they legally can't call it a rewrite.
Man, speaking of abridged, it's kind of annoying that the Dragon Ball Z abridged stopped at Cell.
I never watched the Dragon Ball Z abridged. I've heard good things about it.
It was pretty funny.
Alright.
But that was, oh man, you could definitely tell they, like from the first episode to the last episode, there's such a big quality difference. You could tell they had like learned a lot. And sometimes toward the end of the run, they kind of went a little bit too far, honestly, with like changes they were making. But you know,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it is. Fortunately, it is an abridge. It is as implied in a bridge.
yeah, it does. It is a lot shorter.
Okay. The only one I think is like severely underrated is the Mobile Suit Gundam abridge. They stopped halfway through, unfortunately. For the better or the worse.
Oh, dang it! One that I think had like one episode was like a Brigimon, and that's such a good pun.
Digimon. Is it by Purple Eyes? What the fuck? Like the one that did Code Mint.
Probably. I'm just gonna look it up.
I don't know why they ever stopped. They should have done all of Code Geass. It would have been so good.
Man, there are several called the Brigimon.
It's unfortunate. I think I should put it. Commit through.
Well,
Even if no one watches it, just commit through because someone's going to watch it statistically. Statistically speaking, someone's going to watch
it
it.
is also possible that it is
Copyright?
no longer. Yeah, or like they just delisted it, or maybe it was. It could have been like a Team 4-star one. I don't remember. Like they might have just.
Perhaps.
Yeah, it was a copyright strike,
Keyframes
Oh, okay.
yet.
and I
That's
can't find
because
it
I
on
haven't
YouTube
turned
anymore.
on auto keyframe.
So I don't know who it was.
However, I typically like to
Yeah, I
add
think
a
the channel is
keyframe
just called
for
the
every
Brigimon.
bone at the start.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, here's a copy of it. But
Just know this. Whatever you send, I am not going to watch.
no, you're fine. I'm just looking at it.
Okay.
Yeah, this
While
version.
you look for it, I want to make sure to at least finish this fucking video.
Yeah, you do your
Start
work
of an
over there.
animation,
Do your homework.
so that I know it will look exactly
Not homework. I just have to do this legally.
how I posed
Do
it.
your homework.
Let's do that by pressing I and then selecting whole character.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, wait, that's an option this whole fucking time? Fuck you. No way.
What?
So in Blender, in the 2.0 series, it auto keys the animation frames, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. I don't have to individually click. Oh, I want to make this a frame. I want to make this frame. It auto does it for you. It's just a setting. You just press I and you just auto keys it. You have to select the whole character, sure, but again, you're just clicking the character, pressing I, and then auto keys whenever you deselect. So you don't have to do, the draw thing, key it, draw it, key it, draw it, key it, which is with every program, including Maya. Which I have words about Maya, but I have some people that work for us.
That was Maya was the only way to open like some Pokemon like model files or something, which is annoying.
Cap, I think Blender can do it right now, probably. It depends.
Probably that was a while ago. That was like several years ago.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure like Blender's like 2.0 series could probably do it. At least their later 2.0 series.
Yeah, probably.
Or
Anyway,
their 3.0 series. Their 3.0 100% good. There's no way they
definitely.
can't. Yeah.
Yeah, the Abridgimon that's online right now is like 2 years ago, but the original was uploaded in 2010.
Oh, it probably got copyright struck.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
There was also a decent Pokemon abridged series for a little bit. And
See,
then
what I want to do is so I'll release the series, alright? But I'll let someone make an abridge of it. And if it's a good rewrite, I'll actually have it be canon.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that it's done well. And I want to make sure I actually watch through and it's like, you know what? Fuck. You got a point there. Or like it's a genuinely good rewrite. Though, how should I put it? A few people, and I really do mean few, have read the pilot and will watch the canon. So I did release the pilot series. You can find it. It is on the internet. One of our the viewers on stream, he actually read the pilot. So he's like one of those he's the weird niche fan. I say this in the most endearing way of he actually loved the pilot, and I'm infinitely thankful. I don't like my own pilot. It has its issues, but I'm not going to deny it did have some good parts, which is why I'm continuing animation.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
once you get it like up and running more properly, like you know, when you get it to a spot you're happy with, you should probably shill it like everywhere.
the pilot? Fuck no. I want to make sure
No,
it's
that's
gone.
not what I said. That's why I said once you get it like to a point you're satisfied with.
Oh.
That's why I said not the pilot.
There is a I should put it so one of our I should put it, our voice actors, he actually did a rewrite of the pilot because he was also a fan of the pilot. And so I'll probably be releasing that. But if you can find old copies so it's weird. So the one that's most common that you'll ever find is episode 1 through 9 part 3. There is a way to find episode 10 if you're lucky. I can't find a copy of episode 10. If so, I would snatch it for myself because there's a lot of stuff from episode 10 I really need. But it's fine. I already have another concept I want to go with anyway. So if it's Lost in the Abyss, it's fine. And then 11 through 15, there is a live stream somewhere on the internet that has it somewhere. And unfortunately, it actually leaks the ending of season 2. So if you somehow find that live stream, whoops. But there is 11 through 15. I think it's like halfway through. There's a huge spoiler, which literally, I should put it, it tells you that like there's a huge plot point in season 1, and like it's a huge spoiler for that in season 2. And holy, I was so stupid back then. I can't believe I just said that out loud. But at the same time, in my defense, there was like one person on that stream, so there's statistically no way that someone just recorded that stream if it's still out there on the internet.
Yeah, I mean it's always a learning process too.
That's true. Well, I should put it. I mean, yes, it's like I should put it. The only thing that's good about it is the actual like plot itself. The everything else is actually like, kind of bad. But you know, I'm not gonna hit myself too much about that.
No,
I did do that during middle school and high school.
I mean, you gotta learn somehow, eh?
That's true. Unfortunately, I should put it through university. I've seen a lot more stuff. I at least know how to write better, and in English, so it's not so bad. It's not cringe.
I wish I knew how to write in English.
I know. Well, the key thing about me was grammar.
Yeah, that can really get some people.
100%. And see, I gave the excuse to myself, which is so cap. And the reason I gave is like, oh, see, it's written in the perspective of people that aren't human. So if grammar is fucky, it's fine. It is totally intentional. It's like, you motherfucker, you asshole. I read that. I was like, you fucking asshole. I knew you'd do something like this.
That's cheating.
That is so cheating. I find it so hilarious. It's like bullshit.
Like, it's one thing to do it like intentionally stylized, and another thing to use it as an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. And that was 100% an excuse. I was like, cap. Because I did reread the pilot because I have it as a source for episode 1 and 2, and it's like bullshit. This is not intentional.
Like, come on, past me.
Oh. It genuinely got. See, the thing is, the pilot is like actually funny in its own right.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, that's the saving grace about it. It's genuinely funny. and I don't think like the things that were like funny. I don't think I intended it to be funny, but it accidentally was like really funny, and I. Even after, like, in my college self, like, the middle school humor actually got to me. I was like, this is, like, kind of cringe, but, like, God, was this funny. And it's so unintentional. So I thought this was good, but it's so funny because it's either, like, a really fun cliche that I've overblown. So, like, I should put it. There's some stuff I've embraced, and there's some stuff I've improved on that funny cliche. Because it's... but people genuinely like that about the series, and that's what people like. It's a good comedy and a good.
Sometimes over the tops, you know, the way you gotta go. Yeah,
that's true. But how should I put it? Man, there's some stuff. Oh, it is. First of all, I want to emphasize it is bad writing.
Yeah.
Through and through. It is bad writing, but it's not to say it isn't funny, and it actually has a good, like I should put, storyline. But how it's written is terrible, and the only saving grace is that it's funny. So it's actually it's readable because
That's
of how
better
funny it
than
is.
some other things, yeah.
That is true, and
Oh,
looking
man,
back
you
at
just
it, that
reminded me
might be
of,
the reason of its success.
My favorite thing is bad, like, 3 times translated scanlations. Like,
It feels like it's been translated twice. Don't worry. And again, I did pull the cap move.
You've seen the Duang JoJo stuff, right?
No, but it's very common in Gundam. Because a lot of things, I should put it. So it's in English, then it's translated from French, then it's translated to Malaysian, then it's translated to English. So if you ever see online scans, the English is super broken. Now, if you have a proper copy, it's the English.
I'm
is fine.
posting this one in general. This one's too iconic for you not to know. Just an absolute icon of good translations.
It's a beautiful Duang. Chew. There must be no other place as pretty as this town. This feels like a picnic.
The best part is, you know what Duang is?
No, I don't.
That's a translation of Morio.
Duang.
Yeah, somehow it became Duang.
Duang the Rock Johnson. Wait, oh shoot, okay, I'm going back on this. Wait, how to do
Did
this?
by pressing
Did you know
I.
that Paul McCartney was in a band before Wings?
I don't know who Paul McCartney is.
Yeah, it's just a little indie band. You may or may not have heard of them.
Oh,
They're pretty small.
And
Like,
then selecting whole
they're
character.
named after an insect or something.
This will set a key.
4 guys, like the Boodles or something. I'm making a joke because it's the Beatles.
oh, I never seen the Beatles either.
I mean, half of them are dead.
Oh, I'm sorry,
But,
Beatles.
But like, they're like definitely one of the most. Calling them an indie band's a little bit of an exaggeration.
Wait, what the hell? Did I miss something? Okay. I'm gonna play this again. Make sure I'm not crazy.
Oh, let me see.
I'm skipping a little bit even beforehand.
Part of an animation so that I know it will look exactly how I posed it. Let's do that by pressing I.
Okay.
Is this like a run cycle, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah, 100%. That's one of the second test of animations. You do a run cycle. That is consistent on every platform. So it's not just you always learn a run cycle.
Is this like one that's supposed to loop or one that's got like a pretty?
No, this will loop. Yeah, run
like,
cycles can be divided within 8 frames.
Yeah.
I would argue 5, but
it depends on how much you want to have it work.
That's true. I personally say 5.
And also how much you want to exaggerate too, because like a lot of times short frame run cycles are really funny. Like
So okay, the best part about Blender is that so you can have them, you can space them out, you can make some frames faster or slower. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. So you don't need 8. I say you only need 5.
Man, I feel like I'm spamming general now.
Or
it's
7.
kind of funny.
That's fine. Please make sure this Discord's active. I don't care what you spam on there.
And then selecting whole character. This will set a keyframe for every bone and...
Yeah, I should probably...
what the hell?
Should probably...
Yeah, okay. So...
Oh, hey, did you check out the Mario movie trailer?
Whole character. Why doesn't it show up on my thing? Yeah, it's pose mode.
Oh,
It does. There you go. It's just okay. So whenever I select Abbey Rig, that's when it'll show up, right? There you go. It'll show up on frame 1.
I do not know.
No, this is on me. This is on me, 100%. Okay. And then it goes Abbey Rig action, then hand. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Does it show all the other stuff beyond that? Abbey Rig action and upper arm. Fuck, that's a lot. But okay, same principle. Okay. I didn't do a hand because I refuse to do fists. It is pointless. And I'll die on that hill. Fight me, Dylan. I'll die on that hill. People don't run with their fists closed. It's stupid. Touch grass. I don't know.
Property in the
What are you
rig.
talking about? You've never seen the...
I know, right? Animators don't touch grass. Why would they know what running actually looks like, right? Okay. You know what? I'll even give an example. Alright. Okay. Here. Yeah. So here's Neon from Valorant running. Gameplay.
Here you go. Oh, did that not GIF? It didn't GIF.
It's not gonna GIF, no.
No, mine was a GIF. Let me find... I need to actually download this, I guess. I've just been copy pasting because I'm lazy. Okay, well, that's kind of rude. Leave out one of them.
There you go.
Come on, computer, you can do it. I believe in you.
There you go. Now I'm turning off the sound intentionally.
There you go. Now I've got a run cycle with closed fists for you. Very important.
There you go.
Very...
See? Running with hands open, because that's how a person actually runs.
That's the better way to run.
Yeah.
I think I've seen people run with fists, but like...
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's more natural to have your hands open, and also technically aerodynamic. Oh, and also it moves.
Oh, where'd you post this?
Now that we've done that, we can go ahead and turn on the auto keyframe feature for future keyframes, which is how I usually work. However, if you prefer setting keyframes manually, you're welcome to use the I hotkey or right-click the 3D viewport.
You
to
ever
set
see the
keyframes.
Mario movie trailer that they finally posted?
Yeah, I did see the Mario trailer. Yeah. I'm not gonna watch it.
Chris Pratt sure is Chris Pratt.
That's not my complaint about it. Weirdly enough, I think they should have gone the Sonic movie route, and I'll die on that hill.
I don't even... What do you mean by that?
Make sure it's like a live action and that it's also CG as well at the same time, and I will die on that hill.
Oh, so what you're saying is you want the 1990s Super Mario Brother movie?
No, they can redo that first of all. With modern technology, it could have been done a lot better. I'm just saying.
I mean... that one kind of strays a little bit from the source material.
Oh yeah, just a little bit.
Just a wee bit. I mean, to be fair to it, I mean, as fair as you can to that. I mean, it's still Super Mario 1993, but not like there's a ton of story in Mario in the first place.
Just do Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2. Easy.
Just do like one of the Mario and Luigi games. Because those are RPGs, so there's, some story to pull from.
I guess you can do that too. Or you can do Mario Tennis, have Waluigi.
Just have
100% audience. 1 trillion at the box office. Waluigi.
Just have Yoshi's Island, and it's just Baby Mario crying like half the movie.
I'm telling you, if Waluigi is in the fucking movie, I'll be in theaters. On God.
I don't think I'm
There's
not
no way. There's
fan.
no fucking way Waluigi's in here. I know for
What?
sure, which is why I said I'm not gonna watch it.
I don't know why they didn't cast Charles Martinet as Mario. That still throws me off.
Because Nintendo, like Disney, they want a person that's popular.
Yeah, I feel like that is a Nintendo choice actually more than an Illumination choice.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it is, Nintendo controls all. Don't be fooled.
Yeah, no, like that, because I feel like Illumination would have had a better voice cast.
Oh, 100%.
Like in mind, I do like Jack Black as Bowser though. I have to admit it.
Oh, I couldn't even tell that was Jack Black. Damn.
Yeah. No, I think.
Well, see, I think Jack Black actually tried to do like a special voice for him.
Yeah, he tried to. He doesn't sound that far off from how Bowser sounds when he has a speaking voice either, like in the games.
Yeah, like he tried. And
Yeah.
that's and again, I don't want to smack on Chris Pratt.
No,
Pratt.
he did. It's not that it was even bad or anything. It's just like
This is a Nintendo decision, man. And
Yeah.
guess what? Whenever you give them money, it incentivizes them to do the same thing. I'm just saying.
you know the worst part about like celebrities and voice roles in animation is that it kind of was started by Robin Williams, right?
Well,
And he hated that. He did not want that to be how the voice worked. He literally said not to use his name in the advertising for Aladdin. And
Disney do Disney things. I'm just saying, Disney do Disney things, Nintendo do Nintendo things. Why is this a shock?
It's not a shock. It's just annoying.
Yeah. They're going to continue doing the same thing until you stop. And my life has been happier not touching Nintendo and Disney.
Yeah.
Which that may sound good or bad. I don't care how it's taken. But my life has been happier. I mean, shoot, the games I play in my you know what? No, you know what? I'll die on that fucking hill. The games I do play in my free time, fortunately aren't touched by Disney or Nintendo. I hope Gundam Evolution. No, there's no fucking way Gundam is touched by Disney
No.
or Nintendo. No way. And I hope it stays like that.
Like at most I could see like a port to like Switch. And that's kind of it. And it's probably like Switch specs are not all there, so
Technically, there is one Gundam game on the Switch, and it's technically non-canon.
it looks like it's a mobile game too.
It is an RPG, and it's a remake of a really old game. Or I should put it, it's a sequel to a really old game. I should say that's a lot better.
Yeah.
So they try to stay true to it, and again, that's just Gundam in a nutshell. They try to stay faithful. That has been consistent, even though people would say, "Wow, this looks really old." It's like, yeah, intentionally so. They don't like changing their stuff. They like trying to be true to their source material, and I really respect that. Even though a lot of people will complain and say, "Wow, this looks outdated as fuck." Hey,
It depends on because that's just like an aesthetic preference a lot of the time too.
that's true. So I guess it's more of an aesthetic preference of keeping it like as it is.
Yeah, and it depends. It really depends for me on that one. Like
With Gundam, it works because again, it is 1979, so people are like really attached to the.
yeah, sometimes you need like the context for it too.
Yeah. Like changing stuff with Gundam, like, oh, they've done it like a few times, and oh man, the backlash. So that's why they really try staying truthful, and if they make minor changes, it is super minuscule. Like how should I put it? So the live action, how should I put it? The one-to-one scale Gundam they made. Technically, it's not the RX-78. It's the RX-78 F200. which is a special modification number of the RX-78 that was put in canon because they made some minor changes. So instead of calling it the RX-78, they called it a different unit, and that's just to make sure, hey, this is not the classic RX-78 that Amro piloted, because they did make some changes to it, specifically in the helmet design. So that's how religiously close knit they are. Like even minor changes, they will call it something else, or they'll straight up refuse to ever acknowledge it existed. So the RX-7, the F200, is this F200 or F2000? Let me look it up real quick. It should be really easy to find because it's the Gundam base in Gundam base Tokyo. Where is it? There it is. Gundam Factory Yokohama. So it's the RX-70 FOO. And the serial number, if I can click it.
Sounds like a graphics card.
It's part of the G-Doc. And it has this whole lore by itself. But how should I put it? The changes are so minuscule, but they show up when we cannot call this the classic RX-78. But yeah, they did make one from from the it's literally called For the Barrel, and it was supposed to be the RX-78, but they got so much backlash that they had to straight up call it something else. So they called it the Gunboy Wilbur, or the Wilbur. That as well as the G40. That design also got a lot of backlash. So instead of calling it the RX-78, they called it the G40 Industrial, or it just classically called the G40. And the same thing with the Gundam Evolve actually called it the RX-78, even though it did change the design quite a bit. So that design, I guess, was received relatively well. So that was fine. And Origins, it's still called the RX-78-2, and it goes its full serial name. That's the full serial name, so RX-78-2. So I guess the Evolve isn't full, because it just uses RX-78. And the classic most of Gundam is the RX-78-2. So, the only ones that ever use the classic serial is the main one and the Origin series. And that's because they stay true to the source material. Every other time, they have had to change it. So, my apologies. I sometimes go on big Gundam rants.
I was going to say something about Xenoblade again.
Oh.
And that is, it's kind of like... It's kind of its own series, but it's also kind of part of a Xeno series with Xenogears and Xenosaga.
I have no idea what that is.
Those are older games. They're not super relevant, but there's a character cameo here and there.
Oh, okay.
Right-click the
But
3D viewport to set keyframes.
Yeah, oh man.
Ultimately, it's
the whole
just down
Xeno
to
thing
personal
is
preference.
confusing because
Now, before we start the arduous
Nintendo
process
owns
of
the Xenoblade now, but I think it was Bandai and Square Enix. One had Xenogears and the other had Xenosaga. It's a weird thing with that.
I presume that Bandai stayed a lot truer to the source material because Bandai is a stickler to that kind of stuff. I presume.
Yeah.
I know Bandai has made some iffy decisions, especially recently. They've made some iffy decisions, but for the most part, they stay pretty true to their stuff.
Yeah, there are a few Xenosaga games. Let me see, because it's the same. Yeah, Takahashi's.
Oh, you know what? There is a fun game. It's called Gundam Evolutions. You should play it. Charlie from Moist Critical. He actually is a Gundam fan. He actually played the game. It's oh, this is actually pretty on par. Now there is some issues with Gundam Evolutions. Whenever they released the game, because they did make some minor errors, as well as the anti-cheat wasn't active. Like, it was in the software, but it didn't boot up.
Mm.
So that led to a whole clusterfuck of issues.
I can imagine.
But
Yeah, it looks like Xenosaga was the Bandai Namco one. Namco
yeah.
Bandai, whatever, same thing.
it's a very fun game, but man. Well, I have to put it, anything's better than Overwatch 2.
I haven't tried Overwatch 2.
Don't.
Okay.
Just play Gundam Evolutions. Also, you get to learn a little bit about Gundam.
Yeah.
Because it is pretty lore accurate. Now, unfortunately, for gameplay reasons, they had to nerf some units for obvious... I mean, how should I put it? One of the units called the Turn A, its main ability is Moonlight Butterfly. And the ability itself restarts civilization. And having that ability in the game would be broken. So instead, it's just a giant EMP, which is technically accurate.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
the-
sometimes you gotta do things for balance purposes in a game.
Yeah. But everything else is, like, pretty accurate. I'm surprised the RX-78, so it launches its missile, its missile rack on the bottom of its beam rifle. It was only referenced once, and it was on the Master Grade 2.0 whenever, I believe, Tomino did an interview on how he would do some minor upgrades to RX-78 for it to stay in the modern canon. Because whenever you do writing, your first draft, or even whatever you put out, sometimes you make changes to the canon. Like, Araki has done a lot of changes from part 1 to where we are now, so.
Do
He
any
has.
Gundams have the dumb thing that some Digimon have, where they just have, like, boob cannons?
I mean, Gundam has had boob cannons as well.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was, like, a common thing.
That's
sure
more of a reference to Mazinger, actually, instead of Gundam. Mazinger actually appeared before Gundam. So that's actually a reference, like, Gundam made from an older property. And
Yeah.
Mazinger reference Getter-Robo. So whenever I said if it's not a Gundam reference, a Getter-Robo reference, that's a Getter-Robo reference. But it's more commonly a Mazinger Z reference.
Yeah.
And the attack's really called Breast Fire. Well-
My favorite of the simple names is like Rocket Punch. That one's always fun.
Oh, Rocket Punch is also from Mazinger Z.
Yeah, classic, absolute classic.
Yep. It's unfortunate with the more mecha anime that you've watched, it's like, oh, yep, it's from that. It somewhat sucks out the fun, but it's not to say that the scenes aren't any less cool. It's
Yeah.
just cool to know, like, the origin of the source, I guess.
Yeah, the first thing that I associate with the Rocket Punch with is Android 16.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I think that's one of his moves. But it's always cool. It's such a like.
Oh, I shouldn't do YouTube. Mazinger Z. Rocket Punch. There you go. Giant Rocket Punch. And also, Breast Fire.
Yeah.
It is a crazy attack. And I love it.
It's kind of hard to see, but I guess it's fine.
No. Just so it has a giant V on its chest that is red, and it glows and just launches a giant fire attack.
Easy enough.
Yeah. And Rocket Punch, I don't think I need to explain what Rocket Punch does. It launches a giant punch.
Also, such a common thing, and like, usually if there's like a robot character, it can just do.
Always
that
does, yeah, because it's a reference to Mazinger Z. Technically, it's a reference to Getter-Robo, but it's more commonly associated to Mazinger Z.
Yeah. Plus, it's a fun move no matter what. Like,
Oh,
it doesn't
100%.
Yeah.
The model kit of this is fucking ridiculous, and I love it. Because the thing is, it's accurate to the source material, and I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? Because, like, there's some things that are like fiction, and there's some stuff that is like, this can never be done in a 3D model. It literally is not possible, and they did. Now, the catch is how much the model kit costs, which is, it varies in price, but like roughly $50. And for a high grade kit, that is ridiculously expensive. Most of them are around the range of like $15 to $20. So a $50 high grade is ridiculous.
But you said it's like how do you even do that in 3D, right?
Yeah, it's literally
model.
impossible. It is 100% accurate to the source material. And I really do mean 100% accurate. There is nothing it is missing. It is genuinely terrifying. It has the breast fire, it has the rocket punch, it has the dual swords, it has the wings, it has everything. It has the dividing driver, it has the fully articulated fingers, so you can do every pose it does in the anime. It has everything, which is what I find genuinely terrifying. I still don't know how the fuck they did the rocket punch. Like, it sounds easy, but the thing is, there's a thing that launches inside of it, which extends out, and they figured out how to do that mechanism, which actually blows my god. Actually, let me tell you, every single feature on this motherfucker, the Mazinger Z, every single attack this thing has. So it has the Plighter beams, which is a laser beam weapon mainly used to distract enemies. Plighter missiles, which is a pair of missiles attached to the side. Energy raft, which is a self-inflating raft. I didn't even remember that. All right. Smoke is smoke. Smoke covers stuff. Oh god.
Yeah, like a nice cigarette or whatever.
No, it just exhales. So it has a mask. So the mask exhales like it's breathing. So it just exhales a lot. So it just it deploys smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Photon rockets, fire extinguisher, electromagnetic wave, anti-wave barrier, jet strander, other missiles, rocket punch, iron cutters, the upgraded rocket punch, also known as Dyerson rocket punch, Karagata rocket punch, which is an upgraded version of that, chain rocket punch. I'm not going to all the rocket punches. There's even more rocket punches. Mazinger kick. No, there's too much. I'm not doing this shit. Fuck it. Just know there's a wiki page that goes on forever.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah. Again, and they did everything in the model kit. Okay. Fortunately, it comes with an action base, so you can actually display it properly without it falling over. Because it's, he's a little bit of a chubster. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's a chunky fella.
Yeah. Again, I will show you the design, and I can't stress enough. They actually made it. I don't know how. Show me Mazinger Z.
Oh.
Okay.
I hate when they say Z instead of Z. Ugh.
No, it's literally Mazinger Z.
No, I know. It's that thing. Same thing happened in Xenoblade 3 actually, because like there's a character named Z.
Oh wait, I can't show it. You can look up Mazinger and then put a Z after it.
Yeah, I know.
And you'll find it. It is certainly a series, a good one, but like it is very much.
It is a series.
It is a series, a little bit older, and the stuff that you think is cheesy, just know it is what made it cheesy. Like, it is the source of it.
That it is why it is cheesy.
Yeah.
No, I get, yeah.
Animation. I should mention that there are 12 principles of animation.
12 principles of animation? I do know those principles of animation, and I'm going to fucking ignore them because half of them don't apply to 3D animation. I won't lie to you.
What do you mean? They all apply.
No, they fucking don't. Not to 3D animation. Here, 12 principles of animation. All right.
Wasn't that written by some Disney artists?
Fuck if I know, man, and probably. So,
But like, maybe I want to say maybe even Disney himself had some influence on it.
so squash and stretch, the program already does it for you. Anticipation, that's something you have to do yourself. Staging, that's through Blender. Straight ahead action and pose to pose, Blender. Fall through overlapping action, yourself. Slow in and slow out, Blender. Arc, technically both. Secondary action, technically both. Blender for timing. Exaggeration, Blender. Solid drawing, not implied because it's Blender, but there is some things where you do 2D and 3D animation, so I will give it a pass and say that it is yourself, and then appeal, obviously yourself, because you have to do the designs for Christ's sake. So half of these don't apply.
Appeal and solid drawing are kind of related there.
No, appeal, yeah, no, that's yourself. So these two are yourself. I said solid drawing is a iffy one, because there's some situation where you don't have to do any drawing at all, but it's 100% dependent. But I will say, for the sake of argument, that yes, you do need to do this. Because it's really hard to do 3D animation without it. I will watch that later.
It threw me off because I didn't realize that would work with something moving.
But yeah, a lot of this stuff, again, Blender does it for you, which is amazing. Not everything, but a good portion of it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it helps to check yourself and, make sure it all looks good.
Oh, hey, it actually shows it, all of this. That's cool. Now, this Blender does automatically for you. This thing as well. This as well. This as well. In the 3.0, it can. But the 2.0 can't. They actually did make an improvement on that. Don't have to worry about this anymore. Does it for you. Does it for you. Does it for you. Does it for you. Technically, you have to do this yourself. You obviously have to do this for yourself, and obviously you have to do this for yourself. So it's 3 of them. So that's 75% is done through Blender. that's both impressive and depressing. Well, that means there's quality animation, but unfortunately, those 3 last things, those are really important. So if you don't have those nailed down, you're gonna have shitty 3D animation, which is unfortunately what happens a lot of the time.
Just use puppets.
You could. I mean, they are technically puppets. I'm not going to dance around the bush. You have to design the puppets and everything, but that's what 3D animation is. It's just a virtual puppet.
Yeah.
And people are going to be really pissed, but, let's not lie to ourselves of what we're doing. We're posing a puppet.
Which you may have heard.
The reason I said that is because the one YouTube series got its TV show recently.
Has Been Hotel?
Scared. What? No, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. That,
oh, yeah, that series.
It was a weird one to get a TV show because it felt like it was designed as shorts, like short little 6-minute at max.
Yeah, it didn't feel like,
But they kind of did something different with it, so it was cool.
But you don't need to know all of them before you start.
Well, no duh, because Blender does 75% for you.
So we'll be mentioning certain
I guess people got really pissy that I wouldn't bring up the 12 principles because they are important. It's important for you to know them. But it is not necessary to know, if that makes sense. Yeah.
principles as we use them, but if you would like to review the 12 principles, Bloop Animation has a course called...
Even if you don't know them, you can still do them without realizing you're doing them.
And again, 75% of them are done for you, fortunately.
Yeah.
And I should put it, it is really important to study them because whenever you do, I should put it, Ruby is a huge example of this. Whenever Monty Ohm did his animations versus how Rooster Teeth did their animations, you can see a drastic change. Because Monty followed all 12 principles.
I don't know,
Rooster Teeth didn't.
Ruby.
Uh,
But like, I get what you're saying. So
Here. This is Ruby.
I'm vaguely familiar with it. Like I've seen it here and there and some things. It's like a 3D series, right?
Yes. How do I put this nicely? It was supposed to be. And technically it is now, fortunately, because they did a... I should put it. And I'm so thankful they did. So there is basically a Ruby Brotherhood, which is called Ruby Ice Queendom. I would strongly recommend, if you ever get into Ruby, watch volume 1, 2, 3, technically, because that's all of Monty's work. Now,
Monty
he died
Python.
during halfway through volume 3.
That's unfortunate. That's sad.
It is. And he was talking to a studio to actually have it proper, and conveniently, he died like a month before he was supposed to transfer studios. I don't want to get into some, like, you know, conspiracy stuff, but I'm just saying, after, like, he died, unfortunately, the series went to the gutter. Because the thing is, they didn't understand animation, or anime itself.
Well, when the creator dies, it also kind of, like, probably lost a lot of direction, too, right?
Well, see, Monty Ohm had, like, 8 fail-safes because he was paranoid as fuck. Now, he didn't get enough sleep, so it didn't help, but, like, he had 2 fail-safes that we know of. He had more, but the 2 that we know of is that he had his co-animator and his wife. And he told everything. And there's a 3rd fail-safe, which is where he had everything on a flash drive. Rooster Teeth took the flash drive, they fired his co-animator, and they made his wife leave on on quote unquote good terms, but she can't say anything because of an NDA.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Reminds me very loosely of have you ever heard of Temple OS?
No.
Oh man, you gotta that's a whole story.
Oh.
The guy that was working on it died, but man, I think he actually had schizophrenia. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Oh.
But it was also like a really well-developed operating system or something. It's a whole weird story.
No, how should I put it? So with Blender, how should I put it? Monty Ohm was basically one of the pioneers of of this animation because he was doing everything through Maya, but then he was like, Maya like sucks ass. So he kind of helped, as well as Shane Newville, and I should put it. Everyone wrote Shane Newville as crazy whenever he actually wrote his letter. It's a whole thing.
I forget the guy's name, but the Temple OS guy. That's where the glow in the dark CIA comes from.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he's that guy.
All right. I mean, they are glowies. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But how should I put it? So Shane Newville also had an apprentice, which is DillonGoo, which is where I'm learning my animations from. So it's the closest I'll ever get to a proper Monty Ohm tutorial, which is basically a guide to a guy. It's really good, actually. Surprisingly, it cuts all the bullshit, which I really
Harry
appreciate.
Davis, that was his name.
You can probably find this letter. Newville's. Oh, there it is.
What are you looking for?
Shane Newville's letter. He had this whole expose where he documented everything because, like Monty Ohm, he was really fucking paranoid. and he
I looked up,
documented everything. And any kind of corruption, he documented. And just recently, it came out, like last month. And he was fucking right.
what was it? Sorry, I was
Oh,
looking at something.
Shane Newville was Monty Holmes' co-animator. And he leaked all the corruption in Ruby.
Sounds
And
about right.
guess what? Like, literally, it's not last month, I think it was a few weeks ago. Everything leaked out that all of this was true. And he documented, like, everything to the date and everything. And he made sure to only get stuff that he was 100% certain on. He had other stuff he wanted to say, but he's like, this, I can confirm with several sources. I have seen this with my own eyes. Other people have seen this with their own eyes. There's more stuff out there, but this, I can confirm. And everyone wrote him off as crazy. Me, personally, I believed him from day one, and people thought I was crazy, but, you know,
One
he
of
was
the
right.
weirdest things with controversies like that is always voice actors, because sometimes they'll, like, man,
Oh yeah, some of them are like fucking crazy, but like, then you have some people, like I should put it, they worked right next to the guy, and it's like, they will write him off as crazy, and then I was like, oh hey, he was right. It took a few years, but you know, actually, when did he die? Because he wrote this letter like I think like a month or so after. He died in 2015, so it took 7 years for him to be proven right.
sounds about right.
Which is
Anyway,
unfortunate as fuck.
Terry Davis, one of the recommended searches next to it was John McAfee, and I forgot about how crazy that whole thing was.
Oh.
I don't remember his story, but like, you know, the McAfee antivirus that like barely works if it works, right?
Oh, it doesn't work, does it?
Yeah, but like his whole thing, he was like not even involved after like 2002 or something. It's a whole weird thing. I think he was another one of the, like, somehow he had a ton of money, but he was crazy, and that's what rich people are anyway. But you know, like famous rich people.
Yeah, famous rich people, they have a lot of money. Yeah, it do be like that. How should I put it? Monty O fortunately died a millionaire, but that's the catch. He died a millionaire. Beforehand, unfortunately, a lot of his money wasn't getting to him.
Oh, this might be
Which
I
is
haven't watched the
depressing
video,
as
but
fuck.
usually
He don't get me wrong. He got paid like relatively well for an animator, at least. But like,
this is a long video, so
I
you might
put
not
it.
have time.
Oh, sorry.
But
Down
usually
low.
that channel's pretty good, and that's the guy I was talking about with the Temple OS.
Oh. I just put it, it's genuinely unfortunate when this kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, you always hate it, and it's like, not like there's anything you can do though.
There is. I just put it, you believe them to a teeth. If you know that this person's reliable, you know, even if
I mean, like
crazy,
once they're dead, there's nothing. You
oh
can do.
yeah, well once they're dead, you know, you can't really bring them back to life. Yeah, totally.
Not yet.
The only thing I do find suspicious, and again, Shane Newville like refuses to go like this happened, and understandably so. I should put it. Monty Ohm died a month before he was going to leave the company, and he died due to a medical complication. I'm just saying that's sus as fuck. Just a bit.
In Discord because probably mentioning, "Hey, what are you even spamming? This doesn't make sense."
Terry smiled.
He knows. Yeah, you should definitely check out Terry Davis. It's so insane.
Foundations.
But I'm probably gonna log out now. It's getting
In the next
late
video,
for me.
Let me finish this fucking video. I have like 30
we'll
seconds
be
left.
adding
Not
more
30, like
keyframes
10
to
seconds
set
left.
our key
Alright,
poses.
yeah.
Is that it? Is that fucking it? Wait, what's the next thing? So I can make sure I set it up correctly. Okay, on lesson 3, I'm gonna message that on the channel, or rather to me privately, of doing that clusterfuck. Where am I?
Yeah, yeah. It looks like Boozer McDrunkface knows about good old Temple OS. Apparently, it runs Fortnite.
Well, see, the thing is with Boozer, he loves conspiracy theories.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know him, but like,
I don't know.
yeah, conspiracy
File,
theories are pretty fun.
save. Hey, what you want to call this project?
I don't know.
I can't call it Walking Project because I already have the shitty file.
Uh, like how ridiculous you want to go? You want to make it something stupid or like something reasonable?
Something that it'll at least show up on the tab. Please don't do anything crazy long.
Okay. Can you just name it like run animation or something?
Oh, you know what? I don't even have run animation. Alright. Alright. I guess I'll say it like that. I thought you had this pun or something like that. Goddamn. Fine.
No, I was gonna name it like I was thinking of something stupid and irrelevant to the thing, like super mega waffle iron toaster.
Oh, no, that's too long.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just say this that.
But like run animation makes sense, and you know it's easy to remember.
Yep. Alright. That's closing down. That I can close down.
Can make it like the definition of justice. I need something to clean off my keyboard. I got a ton of dog hair on it. In it.
Imagine getting dog hair. It look cringe. But yeah. Someone's gonna watch these streams and God, whatever I'm gonna say is gonna bite me in the ass, or I'm gonna get Epstein. I swear.
I don't think we said anything too bad.
Monty Ohm dying 1 month beforehand.
Well, you know, this is just standard conspiracy theorist nonsense, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. See, it means nothing. Yeah.
I mean, have you ever heard of Shane Newville? Until I brought him up.
No.
Yeah, and he's a very prominent animator.
Exactly.
That's the genuinely depressing part. Like if you're like a very good animator and you talk about stuff like this, you know, boop, censored. So I hope it doesn't happen to my series. But if it does, I at least know that I got censored doing the right thing. At least in my opinion.
My phone ran out of power. I didn't have it on a charger.
Oh, whoops. The only other thing I think that'd be kind of funny is the Time Square Massacre. I should visit China directly after saying that.
Oh, what a great idea!
Yep.
It's not, I mean, we're on YouTube right now,
yep.
Which is run by Google.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Oh, nothing. Everything goes perfectly as planned. You know what the funny part is? We have 2 more minutes, and then it goes exactly to 4 hours.
Oof.
That's kind of funny.
That is kind of funny.
I kind of want to wait and end it exactly at 4 hours.
That would be funny.
That would be funny.
Like, especially, like, let's get into the middle of a conversation or something.
No!
But still, you end it, like...
exactly 4 hours. Oh, that'd be so stupid.
Yeah.
I feel so bad because they feel like they're missing the rest of this conversation.
Yeah, but I just said it, so they know there's not really a conversation going to be had here, right?
Uh-huh, yeah, totally, 100%.
Let's get down to something very serious.
Yeah, let's do something very serious within the next 1 minute and 25 seconds. Yep.
Yeah.
How should I put it? Disney is a corporal lie and they started COVID. What? Deep inside, I genuinely somewhat believe that that Disney like really did do something. I don't think they straight up start COVID. That's a little too insidious, even for Disney. I hope. See, I'm thinking about it first, then I'm going.
You're like thinking yourself in a circle here.
Yeah, I'm thinking to myself in this round, like, they could have.
Well, it's fine. Walt Disney is stuck with Tupac and Hitler up on the moon right now. They're
Yeah.
all frozen, I think.
Totally. No, fun note. So, the reason why I brought up Rooster Teeth and why it's a huge deal is that Rooster Teeth is owned by Warner, which is owned by AT&T. So that's why I said whenever Rooster Teeth sold to AT&T, which is a month before Monty Ohm got, potentially Epstein, I'm just saying AT&T might have been a damn good way to cover that up. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Are we at 2 hours?